Господи.
Russia,
Hey,
that's all I gotta know.
You're missing it.
I'm not fucking watching that.
you're not?
No, I saw it. What more can
Там ничего
happen?
не хранит.
Oh, fucking A, Tom. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, my God.
Welcome to your mom's house.
This episode of Your Mom's House is brought to you by Sattva. As you guys know, we are big fans of what the Sattva mattress company does. We've been sleeping on their mattresses for about a decade now, and we've tried them all, and they're amazing. And you should experience a Sattva mattress because you deserve to sleep comfortably and without something poking into your back like a spring or some cheap mattress. These are amazing mattresses. They have mattresses you would find in a luxury hotel. They have a memory foam mattress called Lumen Leaf. They have the mattress that moves and vibrates called the Solaire. It's all amazing. It's all environmentally friendly. It all comes with incredible customer support. Just do it. Go to Sattva, SAATVA.com/theshit and get $200 off any mattress of your choice. Just go to that URL, sattva.com/theshit and get any mattress you want with that $200 off discount. It's worth it. Get a Sattva now. We are supported by Shady Rays. Look, there are just one thing that you will find to be very true, and that is that designer sunglasses cost a fortune. Well, the people at Shady Rays thought that is completely unnecessary, so they sought out to make incredibly effective sunglasses that have cool designs and are polarized, but that cost a fraction of the price of the designer shades. And while they did that, they also decided not just make them premium polarized shades, but to give you the craziest warranty in all of sunglasses. That is, if you lose or break your Shady Rays, they send you another pair, no questions asked. Who else does that? Nobody. Change the way you wear sunglasses and give Shady Rays a risk-free shot. Think you're going to love them, and if they're not for you, you can return them for free anyway. Exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is running their deepest deal of the season. Use the code HOUSE for 50% off 2 or more pairs at shadyrays.com. Buy one, get one free. You get 2 pairs for $48. Redeem only at shadyrays.com, where you can find all the newest and best shades. And we're back. It's another episode of Your Mom's House. I'm Tom Segura. With me, as always, is my lovely co-host, Christine. And zooming in from Austin, Texas, with a fractured fibula, plates and screws in her ankle, and a boot on her foot, it's Christina P. Hi, Christina.
Hi, Jeans. So glad to see you. I miss you. I miss you guys.
Yeah, it's good to see you. How are you feeling?
Better this week. I started physical therapy, and my physical therapist is shirtless when he comes over, which is a treat because he's one of those Austin Fit guys.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
It's part of a
But
sort
I
of a
don't
prerequisite, I think, to, get a job in Austin or something. All the guys I've been hiring there are shirtless. I hired like 5 guys to work at the office and they don't wear shirts, but they're in great shape.
Great shape.
Yeah.
Great shape. I've been catching up on TV shows, and I'm really into Hacks, that show on HBO Max about an older comedian who takes in a younger one as a writer. It's pretty funny.
Who stars in that show?
Oh shit, I forget her name. She's such a great comedic actress. I'm terrible with the names.
Are there any actual comedians on the show?
The lady is a comedic actress, but not a stand-up per se. But she can do it. Yes. She's been in everything.
But are there... Wait, what's her name?
Jean Smart.
Say it again.
Jean Smart?
Jean Smart.
It's got to be rough to have the last name Smart.
I know.
Especially as a kid.
I know.
And every time you get like a C, they're like, I guess you're not so smart, huh? And you're like, the pressure.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it sounds real rough.
Yeah.
Right?
And like, or even having a
or
goof
fag,
name like
yeah. Like there's that football player, Dakota Fag, 2 G's, Fagg. That.
Or that baseball player, Kike Hernandez.
You think just having that name?
Hernandez.
Well, yeah, because the accento on Kike, I mean, it's spelled.
Oh, is it K?
It's spelled real crazy, yeah.
K-I?
Uh-huh. And it ends exactly how you think it does. It's just got a little accento over that second K, so it's just like,
Hey, I'm
it's
Kike.
It's Latinx.
But I also feel like people maybe don't know how to say Kike when they read it.
I didn't the first time I read it.
Yeah, I know what you
'Cause
mean.
you can change your name legally. It's just like
You
you
can.
just have to go to the Social Security office in DMV.
Mm-hmm.
At least in California, that's how I changed my last name when I became married to you.
Yep.
It's not that crazy. Like you can do it. You don't have to be named Fag, is what I'm saying.
You don't have to be, for sure. I mean, it's his last name. It's his legit last name, you know?
Yeah, you can change that.
And they would, the announcers would say it, like after a caught the ball. That's another first down reception by, I won't even repeat it, but you get it. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
Double by Kike.
I imagine that first time he probably had to correct him. It was like, oh, sorry, that's not how you say that.
That's not how you say it. I'm being told by our producers it's actually Kike.
I'll call him a Mr. Hernandez for the rest of the stream.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Would you change your name if you didn't like your name?
Me?
Yeah.
I did.
No, but you did it
changed-
because you got married. I'm saying, would you change it if
Well,
you...
yeah, I would. If it was something so silly, like I watched a TikTok where this guy was like, I grew up bullied because my last name was, whatever, drool face. And I was like, why don't your parents just change your last name?
Yeah.
But I have changed my last name. I didn't like my middle name, so I changed it too.
Yeah.
But there's no need to suffer in life, really. If you can
There's an
change it, why
easy out
not?
with names now. You're right. You can just be like, no, I'm changing my name. You know?
Yeah. People can do it, but you don't know that you can until I think someone tells you, like, oh, you can just be called whatever the fuck
Well,
you
we
want.
just let the masses know. Change your name.
Well,
Change
even
it.
my stage name, Christina P. I was such a dummy. I was going by Pajitsky for so many years,
Yeah.
and it was so horrible for people to say and spell. And I'm like, oh, I don't have to do that. I can just do one letter.
Remember you read
Cut down
that?
on all of it.
You read that book? Was it Freakonomics, where it had the story of the guy that named his two sons Winner and Loser. Yeah.
Yes.
And Winner ended up, Loser ended up being a police officer. And he was a sergeant in the NYPD. And Winner ended up being a criminal, and he went to prison.
Mm-hmm.
And Loser didn't change his name legally. He just ended up going by Lou, like Louis, But also, what an asshole of a father.
Yeah, God.
Hey, you're Winner.
And
You're
how
a
did-
loser.
And how did he know who was who from birth?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you
No, he
can't
didn't.
tell
That's what I'm
shit.
saying. He assigned them because it was about like something about like taking on a label and taking on a narrative, right? And going like,
Yes.
somebody tells you you're this, then you're like, I'm going to be this. But in that case, literally, Winner ended up being a loser, right? And
Man.
yeah, and Loser ended up being a police officer, which you could argue. So pretty interesting choices they made. You know what I mean?
Well, good for Lou.
Yeah, Lou's doing all right.
Yeah, he ended up okay.
How would
Despite
you
his
not
shitty
go at some point though and legally change that? Like, you know what I mean?
I know.
Legal documents say Loser on them.
I mean, it really is just a couple of trips to some bureaucracies,
Yeah.
bureaucratic offices, and it's done. And
It's
that's
over.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your whole life is different now.
Agreed.
Well, what can you do? How are you doing, Gene?
How am I doing? Good. I just
Yeah.
I had a nice chicken salad for lunch.
Oh,
Coffee. I'm chilling. I'm good.
yeah. And what did Nadav eat for lunch?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. What'd you eat for lunch?
Just a normal hamburger, not out of a trash bag. I ate it out of a normal lunch bag this time.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because I can't stop thinking about him taking home his lunch in a kitchen garbage bag that smelled like Febreze.
You
and
brought
then-
it up a number of times. It really sits on your mind a lot.
Oh, I can't stop thinking about it. I think about it almost every time I microwave something now.
I only think about it because people were like, do you pay this man a living wage? That he has to eat out of the trash? And I was like, thanks, man.
It's not eating out of the trash. It's eating out of a trash bag.
That has not had
Uh-huh.
trash in it.
Right. There's nothing. There's no other trash in it. It's just the sandwiches in it.
Yeah. And how many days did you eat out of it for?
It was one sitting. It was a one and done.
Okay. Do you use the same bag to transfer food back and forth?
No.
Okay.
I'm not that resourceful. I'm very wasteful. I use new trash bags each time.
Good. I just wanted to make sure.
Because my wonder is, I mean, how clean are those trash bags? Yes, they may be fresh out of the roll that you buy them in, but you don't know what machines they were made on or chemicals that have been used to make the smells.
I mean, yeah, it smells like fresh laundry. So it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck. Then you could eat out of it.
But your food did smell like fresh laundry, right?
It did, yeah. But good news, you could microwave that smell out of it.
Yeah.
That smell goes away right when you put it in the microwave.
Does that make you then think about what a microwave does to your food, though? You know what I mean? Like I know I know two people that don't have microwaves. Now, when I first heard them say they didn't have microwaves, I was like, "Oh, what are you, poor or something?" And then they were like, "No, we're just fucking stupid." And I was like, why are you this stupid? And they both said that microwaves change the molecular composition of food, and that's why they don't have them. So they only heat things up in an oven or on a stove. And I was like, these are just simple people, don't know any better, kind of person you throw food at. But it's, it was kind of surprising,
Yeah, because if that were true, we've had microwaves now for so many years. You don't think that they would know by now that
some of the
we're
consequences of eating microwave food? Yeah, I would think so. But again, like I said, these aren't like my smartest friends.
I hate those people too.
Yeah,
I hate them.
I have both of their phone numbers, unfortunately. Yeah.
Nadav, also, that I don't understand the mindset of someone who orders, what was it called? Your baby, your halal. What is that shit called that you had?
Lafa?
Your Lafa?
A Lafa. Like it was about 6 pounds of food.
Yeah.
Like what's the necessity that you finish it all? You know what I mean? Like that was a
Oh,
cheap
right.
item.
As opposed to
just
like eating what you could and then just doing away with the rest.
It's okay.
But he
There's
doesn't
more
do that.
food.
Yeah, I wasn't raised like that. It's like I look, when it comes originally, of course it's good. Leftovers always suck more than the original stuff. But this all kind of stems from the way I was raised.
Yeah.
You don't pick up a cent, you're not worth a cent. You throw away leftovers, you're not worth leftovers. It's that type of mentality.
It's stamped in there. You can't. It's burned into your psyche now.
Right, but hopefully with this conversion, all of that will just melt away.
Which conversion are we talking about?
Converting to Seism.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I should probably change my name for that.
You absolutely.
Oh,
What are we gonna
yeah.
pick? What's your new name gonna be?
Ooh, my Christian name?
Yeah, and it should be a
Well,
really
here's-
traditional.
Oh,
Here's some good ones: Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John.
Itzkowitz? Hold on.
You're changing that too, dipshit.
That's done. Dipshit.
You're not fucking Luke Itzkowitz. You're gonna be. You know what we're gonna go with? I'm gonna start telling people because it could be rough in Texas if I'm like, oh, there's a Jewish guy in there. You're Irish, okay? So
I've been accused of that before.
yeah, your new name is Luke O'Brien or Callahan. You get to decide.
I like the Irish last name. We'll work on Luke a little bit.
Okay, Michael, John,
Mike,
Patrick?
Mickey? Ooh, Mickey.
Patrick?
Ooh, Patrick is nice.
Okay, how about Patrick
Patrick.
Callahan?
Patty O'Callahan.
Patty O'Callahan?
Yeah, super Irish. Really lean
Wow.
into it.
Okay.
You have a point, Tom. I'm not seeing many J's in Austin.
Yeah, and I don't want to get any,
I've heard there's a culture.
I don't want to say, like, hey, how come FedEx is not dropping off packages anymore? And they're like, well, they heard there's someone, you know what I mean? So I'll go out there, shake the guy's hand. Hey, I heard you heard about our problem. We got rid of him, and there's an Irish guy here now. Oh, okay, we'll drop off packages on Monday. So that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'll be there waiting to greet him. Hello, Patty O'Callahan here. Do you have any packages for us?
Yeah, and they're like, as a matter of fact, we do.
Yeah, I think redheads are probably gonna do better here. Yeah, the Irish
yeah.
angle's much better.
The Irish is a
definitely.
good way. Okay, so if you wouldn't mind starting the paperwork pretty soon.
Do I do that? California? Does the California DMV share it with the Texan DMV?
Well, I think if you do it
No.
here, it'll be easier to, we just arrive there and you're already that guy. You don't have to change it there.
Right,
so I would
right.
do it in California. And then you just, Pat's here. Patrick's here now.
Right, because then it's changes on changes. I need to arrive different.
Exactly. You need to arrive as an Irish guy.
I need to arrive as old Patty. I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. We haven't even done the opening clip yet. You ready, Gene?
Oh, I'm so ready.
All right, let's get started. Here we go. Here you go.
Because democracy basically means government by the people, of the people, for the people. But the people are retarded.
This shit is big time!
Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Yo, mom in the fucking stand!
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura. And
Christina P.
welcome to your mom's house.
Yeah. You recognize that guy?
That's my Swami. Swami, he knows what's up. This guy's been saying what I've been thinking for my whole life. Because I learned when I studied philosophy, I learned about the idea of a philosopher king.
Yeah.
Like Aristotle thought that we should raise somebody from birth who could be impartial, who was raised in the ways of, knowledge, philosophy, history, everything. And they would be our supreme leader, because it was believed that I don't think people should vote. I don't think just anybody should vote. I think that is a seminal flaw in our system.
You think it should be people that like pass the test first?
No, just no voting. I think the philosopher king should lead us all.
And
What do you think?
I don't think that, but do you have any idea? Would you nominate someone to be the philosopher king right now?
Yeah, there's a few people. There's very few people that qualify as the philosopher king, so they have to be raised from birth to be of just that role.
Yeah.
So there are very few humans that walk the earth now that could do it. I think Joe Rogan would be a great leader.
Really?
Oh, I think he'd be great. I think
As a
you'd be
philosopher
great.
king? Me.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You're really swinging low for this. Can we get somebody a little more educated in this role?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe an Ivy League philosophy major.
Yes.
Somebody with some
trying to think,
qualifications.
Because you want somebody that's got a balance of reality.
Yeah.
Reality, and then mixed with a great mind. Like I think Jordan Peterson's pretty smart.
Jesus Christ!
I think
All right. So this guy had that. This was the guy on the Netflix series. What was it called? The
Wild Country.
Yes. So he actually is in his mind a philosopher king, because he had like a basically a cult following.
Oh yeah. I get it.
So yeah, I think you'll enjoy this again.
Because democracy basically means government by the people, of the people, for the people. But the people are retarded. So let us say, government by the retarded, for the retarded, of the retarded.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, philosopher king.
He's the philosopher king.
How come these swamis always talk so slow?
They really get their point across when they talk like that, I think.
For the retarded.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Government by the retarded.
Yeah. It's very slow. You really get the point when they speak that slowly. Don't you feel like that?
Yeah, it's just so hard to listen to. I have to tap out of these swamis a lot of the time.
Swamis, huh?
Yeah, these leaders. So they're always molesting their people in their group. They're always taking advantage of people.
That's true.
I believe that there's no good way to use the R word.
I know. They're always like in that yeah, I tap out too. Like it's like the, you know what it is? Maybe it's like an attention span thing from living in this time, but like they just feel like they speak in such a way that if you're not so interested in it from the beginning, you're going to tap out.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Yeah.
And they often have really interesting things to say, but I don't have that kind of time.
Yeah, I don't have enough time to like become interested, you know?
Yeah.
I have to want to know this knowledge really, really badly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think it's good that people vote on things?
No, I know what you mean. There's so many unqualified people with that ability, but it's just the only way that I guess real democracy works. But yeah, it does feel like some people, you're like, you get your vote and my vote both count the same. I feel like your vote should count as like a fucking quarter of a vote, just because you're a fucking stupid piece of shit. But then
definitely,
yeah, my vote.
Definitely.
I'm a better person. I should have a more valuable vote. That kind
definitely,
of thing,
Yeah. I think I like your idea, like to rank people's level of importance and how much their vote counts. Like for you, the Cajun population, like all of their votes count for like a quarter of a vote.
I feel like all the people in Arkansas, their vote should count as one vote. So like they all voted. That what
the electoral college is?
Yeah, you get one. That kind of thing.
Yeah. But then there are intelligent people, not on the coasts as well.
Right.
I think if you're in this, like I don't want to be so snobby towards the coast.
Oh, let's go ahead.
Everything.
We can do it. It's fine. You should have to live it should be based on how many people live, like population of your city, and how many
an IQ,
how many good restaurants your city has. Then you have a vote of value.
That's a really good point. Do you have good public transportation? What's your taco situation? Can you make a good taco?
Good point. Very good point.
Do you have nice malls? Do you have a mall I can walk around in?
What's your whole mall sitch like? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it one of those old malls where half the mall's shut down, because like those stores just don't thrive anymore? Then your city sucks, and then your votes shouldn't count as much.
Definitely.
Makes sense to me. Yeah. Yep.
Definitely. Like if you go somewhere, and the food sucks, that is irredeemable. You
also,
shouldn't be allowed.
What's your race? What? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are you an O'Callahan or not? If you're O'Callahan, your vote counts as double. Way to go, Patrick. I'm going to start calling you Patrick. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm stoked. I didn't even realize. So, like, the value of my vote goes up once I convert and change my name.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
because your point
and
of
you get a raise.
Privilege goes up.
Huh, double sick.
Yeah, because I got a nice Irish guy I can trust on the staff. Give him a raise.
Got someone who's afraid of God working for me. Dope.
Oh man, yeah. You gotta start taking the sea holidays off.
Oh, okay, all right. I already don't take the J holidays off, so we're already square over there.
Oh, okay. You don't take the J holidays off at all?
Well, I mean, it's. I would just have to be like gone for most of the fall.
God damn it!
You'd see me for half a week in September and like maybe a full week in October.
How are Jays so successful?
Yeah, I don't know.
You guys are so successful. You're taking all this time off. Ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I mean, some Jays are more successful than others, but I'm just happy to bring all this success to the C team.
That's right. Team C. Do you know how to do the sign of the cross already?
Sign of the cross?
Yeah. Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Oh, I thought it was just because I was like, oh yeah, I've had people do that to me. Did this?
No. What I just did.
What's he doing? I can't see.
He went like this.
No, that's for vampires.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can you give me one?
No.
To yourself. One.
Father, Son,
Holy Spirit.
Holy
Which
Spirit.
shoulder is the
Left
spirit?
first, left and then right. Unless you're some like Russian Orthodox, in which case you're fucking fired. So,
boy, real thin ice here today. All right, so we go up, down, left, right.
There you go. Yeah.
And is it okay if I do it with my left hand?
I've never seen it done with the left hand.
No.
I'm
it's
learning,
the
guys.
right
I'm just trying to pick it
Yeah,
up as
I would
go.
do right hand.
All right.
Now,
do it.
Tommy, when do you
Come on,
kiss?
Patty.
When do they? Sometimes they give a kiss to the thumb. Is that for
Isn't that
communion?
usually with like a medallion though? Yeah, I mean, I see people do that where they have like their Virgin Mary medallion or their cross, and they kiss their medallion.
But do you do that as well? Like when you enter a church, you do that and you give it a kiss?
I've seen people do that. Yeah, I've seen people do that, and with holy water and all that too. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm pretty out of the C game, to be honest. It's been a while. I'm not the right guy to.
Well, you guys seem like great teachers so far.
No, I'm
picking
not.
up everything
I'm
you
sure,
guys are putting down.
I'm sure I've gotten all this wrong already.
Already, so quickly I'm getting it.
Wow, you're doing great, Patty.
Right? Check me out, Mom.
It's going to be much more comfortable in Texas to be like, oh, just talk to Patrick.
I'll be just like, go.
As opposed
go
to when they're like,
horns.
no what?
Don't worry about it. See you on church on Sunday.
Yeah, there you go. You know what you can start saying to people? Did I see you on church on Sunday? You can start just say that all the time. I think I saw you Sunday at church. And they'll be like, yeah, I think I did see you there.
Yeah, with Father O'Connor.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
Good shot.
sick.
There's a chance.
You know what I've noticed in Tejas that I absolutely love, and it's taken me a minute to get used to. And this definitely goes to the Angelinos in there. Like they need small talk. They make a lot more small talk than Angelinos ever do.
Yeah.
And it is mandatory. Like when you meet somebody for the first time, or hi, how you doing? Hey y'all, how you doing? And you have to like make chit chat. And they will stand there in silence even, and just like you gotta make chit chat. It's part of the culture, is chit chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at first I was like, what the fuck are you, like, what are you, retarded? Like, I don't want to talk right now. And then you're like, oh, this is this is the culture. You must be nice and friendly. And now I enjoy chit chat. It's an art form.
It is an art form. It is an art
Yeah.
form. And then it's another art form to transition from chit chat to what we're here to talk about. That's
Yeah.
another art form. 'Cause
That's right.
You can't just be like,
Well,
yeah. Anyway, yeah.
because I'm not good at that transition.
No, you're not.
Because I'll be like, okay, so like, are we gonna paint this thing? And then na.
Mm-hmm.
Like I break so how do I transition from chit chat, Salami?
You got to get to a point in chit chat where you're acknowledging the person's, what they wanted to bring up. Like if they're like, I just painted this. You got to be like, that is really something. Where did you guys get that? You got to like acknowledge the thing that they were chit chatting about before. And then you do it like the business is a burden. You're like, well, I could talk about this paint all day, but unfortunately,
right,
we got to talk about this now. And they're like, you're right. We do have to go over those numbers. Yeah. You got to acknowledge
oh my God, you
it.
nailed it.
Yeah.
You nailed that. You have to act like, well, I don't want to do this thing we came here to do, but
You got to act
gotta
like you
do
wanted
it.
to keep chit-chatting,
Yeah. Gotcha.
Have you saved couples therapy for when I get back?
Of course.
Thank you.
It's the greatest show. Tom and I got into this rhythm where we would drink tequila every night and watch couples therapy, and we'd have to pause and talk to each other and analyze and get into it.
It's a good show.
It's so fascinating. There's one couple where the woman, remember, you have a better memory. Sorry, I've been hopped up on drugs.
Yeah.
in the last
You're
2
talking
weeks.
about the actress and the director. This is on
Yes.
season 2, and they've had a really rough pandemic. And she's like, he's like, she doesn't want to have sex. And she goes, no, I don't, because like, I see you just kind of sitting here unemployed, and I just feel like you're weak, like you're a weak person. And I was like, oh man, like, how do you even recover from that? You know what I mean? Like, she goes, you're just like weak, and that's what I see.
And because he was trying to collect unemployment, but at the time, the unemployment agency was overwhelmed with people trying to collect. And she goes, and I see you. And I'm like, he can't resolve this issue. He's incompetent.
Incompetent and weak. Yeah. And when she says it, he just goes,
woo.
He just looks down and kind of goes like, mm-hmm. She's
like,
she goes like,
dick
she goes
just,
like, she's like, so how could I want to have sex with that? And I'm like, oh my God.
Wait, so he agrees with everything that she's
He doesn't
saying?
agree. He's just kind of like, looks away and is like, so that's what that is, like just.
My God.
Accepts that she's labeling him that. And I'm like, how do you stay? Like, how are you still with this person? They've been together since they were 13. And they're in their
which is wild.
To end it, probably.
Yeah.
Wait, say time to end it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was a time where he strayed when they were in college, which is like so normal.
Yeah. And then
like,
after college too. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But could you imagine, Tom, me saying that out loud? Like, I just think you're weak and incompetent. It's so to say that to a man or a woman, you're like, oh my God, those are the two worst things to call somebody.
You'd have another boot on your other fucking ankle. I'll tell you that.
Weak and incompetent.
Yeah. All your shit would be outside. I'd be like, here you go. Go find a more competent guy.
Especially for a man.
Yeah.
Like your whole thing is to be competent.
I don't know how he
right?
didn't go, fuck you, like right then. Seriously. Like it's so insulting. Maybe,
that would have left her ass too, dude.
Yeah.
No way. She don't like you. If a woman says,
yeah, exactly.
You're
She
incompetent
doesn't
and
like
weak,
you. Yeah.
She doesn't fucking like you, and she does not respect you, and she doesn't want to give you dick touches. That's the end of it, dude. When a woman thinks you're a pussy, forget it.
Yeah.
At least for me, like if I saw you being, and I'm not saying like you're crying because something horrible happened or, like a reason to cry or be vulnerable. That's different. What I'm saying is if I perceived you as a man who is incapable of doing basic tasks, that's what she was saying.
Yeah, she did.
Then I don't want to fuck you. Like I'm done touching your dick,
Yeah. Which obviously, like, I don't know, they know each other so long. Maybe that's why they're so comfortable. Well, she's so comfortable being that mean and callous to him. But like, also the guy's he's a director who's worked. He's not like a fantasy of being a director. He's worked as a director. Like he's clearly, I'm saying, capable enough to direct a show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so we're not talking about like some dipshit who's just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't believe that he wasn't like, if I'm so weak, how come I'm not with a less of a cunt or just something back to her? Like,
I know. I know. So they're my favorite because she is she's an actress. She's very self-involved and she's work obsessed. And I get that. But my favorite couple too is so there's a lesbian woman who's with a man who transitioned to a woman. And when I first saw it, I thought, oh, this must be awesome. Like it's like having the best of all possible worlds to have somebody who was once a man who is now a woman. Like it kind of would be great, right? Because now they're like a lady, so they get your point of view, but they have masculine energy. Like I can kind of wrap my head around it. The best part is that these bitches have the same problems that every heterosexual couple has. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the lesbian woman is like, I feel like because you earn all the money, then I'm just not as important.
Yeah.
And the transitioned woman is like, yeah, I do. I earn all the money. So you should fucking pick up around here.
Yeah, yeah. It's great. That part is great.
Yeah.
And like the one who earns less is like, I feel like just because you make more, like you don't do the dishes and stuff. And she's like, yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's what happens. That's how these dynamics work.
That is what most heterosexual couples, it's the same dynamic. Like if you're out making the money, Tommy, I'm not going to be like, why don't you do these dishes?
Yeah.
Like, well, because you're out making the money. And so someone else does the dishes. You know?
Right. Yeah,
it's
of course.
Silly. Like you're busy doing that thing.
It's like that part of the transition didn't transition. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You can't get the man out of that woman.
No.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not fucking picking up. You clean it up.
Yeah, which is so great because it really affirms my belief in gender roles, When you watch that shit, you're like, you see, it's the same shit, different toilet, baby.
Yeah. And that
You could
woman
call
really
whatever
should
you
be
want.
saying, like, just keep bringing home that bacon so we can keep living in
Yeah.
this dope-ass New York City apartment.
They had a great apartment. They
Yeah.
decorated it so nicely. I was
Yeah.
like, bitch, shut up. Let her go to work because she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Enjoy your life.
Enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself, Jenny.
Oh,
You like your life?
that show's too good, man. It really is. To get to sit in on therapy sessions with like a high-level therapist and these people really being open and I mean, I think it's like I've always loved dating, genuine dating shows. I don't watch like The Bachelor. I don't like contest shows like that. That to me, I know people love that show and I've had everybody try to wrap me in. I'm not interested. I like watching like two people go on a date and like, and I don't want to see, then this person goes on 10 other, no, I want to see, do these people work together? And if not, why not? I like seeing chemistry work. And like this show, you're seeing people really try to work through something. It's really good.
Oh,
It's really good.
It's so good. And there's one lady who's so traumatized, and this poor guy, like she is just such an emotional vampire. Do you know the couple I'm talking about? The Puerto Rican lady.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah. And he's sweet. Like he's trying. You can tell he's just like, look, dude, I don't fucking, she just sucks the lifeblood out of him. You're like, dude, you're so traumatized. You need to be in therapy yourself, lady. Like she's too traumatized to be with anybody.
Yeah.
But I love it too. People are just so fascinating, aren't they?
Good show. Yeah, it really, I mean, it's like the ultimate, like it's a fun thing to do is go to a public place and people watch, right?
Oh,
I
love it.
I mean, like that show is like the best version of people. You're literally like a voyeur. It's like there's cameras in a fucking therapy session. I mean, it's amazing.
Oh my gosh, it's so fun. Yeah, people are endlessly entertaining to me.
How could you be bored?
I know. Remember there's we were at that outdoor mall and we were watching those girls work for the ACLU and like watching them try to get people to sign up with them. Like even that was just enthralling. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? It's so hot outside. Shouldn't you go indoors? Like
that's one of my favorite games is what insulting thing I can say to somebody who wants me to sign up for something, like how rude can I be? Because sometimes I'll be really, really dismissive if I'm in the wrong. Like right now, I'm a little saucy, So if I walk by and if someone was like, we're signing, do you have a moment for children in need? I'll go, I don't give a fuck about kids, and I keep walking like that kind of thing. And then sometimes I'll stop and they'll be like, do you have it? And I'll go, nah, I'm not interested in that. And I look them like right in their eyes, I go, I'm not interested in that. And they're like, okay.
Because if you were, you could just go on the internet.
Yeah.
And like I could donate right now. I don't need to talk to you on the fucking street. It's hot out.
Yeah.
I don't need you, fool.
They always, and they're doing sales. Here's what really upsets me is that it's sales tactics. Like I hate salespeople, people who I inquired about something and right away I was like, hey, do you guys have this? The guy was like, are you ready to make a deposit? Because there's a sales guy, like, are you ready to buy the thing? And I'm like, I'm good. I just hung up, I just
too aggressive, too pushy for you.
It's just gross. It's like when you walk into a store and you're like, I'm looking for, you're shopping for clothes. And someone's like, can I help you? And you're like, I'm good. And then they're like, if there's anything I can help you with, let me know. And you're like, okay. And then they're like,
got it.
Are you still looking? Are you looking for shirts or anything? And you're like, I said, I'll let you know if I need something. And then, you know what I mean? Like they persist and you're like, you know what? I don't feel like being here anymore. Cause it's like, it's too much. It's too sales tactic-y, I remember.
There are stores I won't even go into because I know that they're going to shark me the whole time. Like, don't fucking talk to me. I just want to look.
Yeah.
Let me enjoy.
Yeah. Let me tell you when I want your help. That's why car sales are just the fucking worst.
Oh, it's the worst. You remember Abercrombie and Fitch? I never really shopped there because I was too broke when they existed.
Yeah.
But you remember you go in there and it was like a gay disco?
Yeah.
Like the music.
It was a gay disco outside too. Sometimes they would put shirtless guys, like Austin guys, outside the fucking front door standing there shirtless.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking back. Was that a gay line of clothing? Was that meant for gay men?
No. It was supposed to be like, It was supposed to be for the cool, like kind of uppity, trendy teen to like mid-20s guy. That was the target audience.
Oh, but it was so loud. I mean, could you imagine working there all day listening to that garbage music at full volume?
Mall music.
I'd have. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'd have fucking PTSD from that.
I know.
No. I know.
All right, Jean Jacket. We're gonna wrap up here. I have a guest, and I want you to get your rest.
Yep. Take
a nap. Kiss the boys.
I will, buddy.
Eat something delicious. Get rest.
Okay. And I
love you. I'll see you soon.
Mwah. You're gorgeous.
Look at you. Let's go full throttle.
Bye, Mommy.
Bye, Jean. This episode is also brought to you by DoorDash. When was the last time everyone agreed on what's for dinner? You want Chinese food, they want pizza, everyone's craving some froyo. There's something for everyone on DoorDash. The change of season means longer days and more to do. Don't sacrifice your extra hours of daylight by worrying about what you're going to make for dinner. Let DoorDash deliver. It's the truth. You're sitting around, whatever you're thinking of, DoorDash can bring it to you. You want a steak, you want sushi, you want a burger, whatever it is, DoorDash has you covered. They connect you with the restaurants you love right now and right to your door. Ordering is easy. Open the DoorDash app, choose what you want from where you want, and your items will be left safely outside your door with the contactless delivery drop-off setting. Thousands of restaurants across the country, you choose what you want. For a limited time, our listeners can get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and you enter the code YMH. That's 25% off, up to $10 value, and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter the code YMH. Don't forget, that's code YMH for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change, terms apply. This episode is also brought to you by Brooke Linen. Have you ever said to yourself, I love the fact that I've had the same few pairs of sheets since just after college, and I never liked them, but I just keep washing them every week or two and putting them back on my bed like it's totally normal? Well, stop it. You're being weird and gross. And Brooke Linen can be that voice in your head that says, bad sheets on your bed, go away. Brooke Linen was started to create beautiful, high-quality home essentials that don't cost an arm and a leg, and people, what a success. Brooke Linen works directly with manufacturers to make luxury available directly to you without the luxury level markups. Brooke Linen has something for every comfort need of yours, ideal for seasonal refresh because they're launching new products, colors, and patterns all the time. Brooke Linen has the best sheets. I use them. We love them. Isn't that right? Yes. So give yourself the comfort refresh you deserve and get it for less at Brooke Linen. Go to brooklinen.com, use the promo code HOUSE to get $20 off with a minimum purchase of $100. That's BROOKLINEN.com. Enter the promo code HOUSE for $20 off with a minimum purchase of $100. That's brooklinen.com, code HOUSE. Today's guest is coming back, thankfully, again. We love this guy, and he's here again for all your listening and viewing pleasure. You can catch him on tour beginning July 15th. Go to johnnypemberton.dog for his West Coast tickets. It's Johnny Pemberton, everybody. Hi,
Hey!
Johnny. Thank you for coming.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Oh, the clapping, I can hear it. That's really nice.
The clapping. And Christine, what do you think?
Is that Christine now, not Christina?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
She looks good. She seems to be
great.
screaming with no sound.
Yeah, it's the best she's ever looked.
Yeah, I feel like women look better when they're quiet, right? I heard my dad used to say that.
Really? Yeah.
That's an old saying a priest used to say.
Yeah. Women look better when they're quiet?
Yeah. All right, I'm going to leave now.
Well, he's spot on. So, yeah. No, man. So how have you been, man? It's been a while.
I've been great. Yeah, it's nice to have some normalcy.
Yeah.
It feels like it.
Things are opening up.
Yeah.
Things are feeling better.
Yeah, where did I just go? I just did a couple shows in Northern California, and that was nice. It's nice to be doing stand up again.
It feels so good.
To normal shows.
Have you done Supernova?
Is that one in town?
Yeah, it's at the Whitley.
I think I have. No.
That's the
great.
best show in LA right now, I think.
Really?
I've done it 4 times, and it's amazing. It's in the round.
Ooh, in the round.
Yeah.
Ooh, fully round or not? Like it's like 90% or it's fully round.
Fully round.
So you have to like, do you pick a place to look or do you like, you try to appease everybody?
Yeah, you stay kind of moving, and then you know, for just depending on how you deliver stuff, you pick your moments to deliver in a certain direction. You know.
Okay.
Somebody told me that they found you're better off walking the outer rim. Your instinct is to stay in the middle, but the outer rim gives you the opportunity to face more people. Actually, right? If you're walking around the outside of it.
This also sounds like an unnecessary complexity. Like
it is. I mean, look, performance-wise, it's way better to face like, you know, theater style stuff. But if you're in the round,
right,
you know,
I think I would probably enjoy in the round. I would probably use it and probably explore the space.
Yeah,
fuck with the format a bit. Have some fun.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
Tweak it.
That show's one of the best shows.
Damn.
Really.
Well, I'll tell them you sent me.
I'll give you the information right after this.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Set it up.
I'm doing it.
Fucking .dog.
I'm in.
Yeah, you're in, dude.
Hey, it's .dog.
Yeah.
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 Get it right or pay the price.
Where did you do the NorCal shows?
We did some shows in Eureka, which is a town that is got hit hard.
They did, right?
You can tell. You've been to some of the cities that got hit hard by COVID. You can just feel it. Feels like, oof. Yeah.
Wiped things out.
Yeah, in Portland. We did Portland too.
Portland, Oregon?
Yeah.
Do you feel like they got hit hard?
I don't know. It feels like everything in Portland is ACAB. Like every restaurant's like got ACAB stickers outside of it.
Yeah.
Like ACAB cupcakes.
Portland just feels like they went to the extremes.
Yeah.
Like everything that comes out of Portland is like usually a polarizing thing. It's, you know what I mean? It's
it's like you're either in
Portland's not casually doing things. You know?
Yeah, you have to have an opinion.
Yeah.
And if you have an opinion, you go to the place that has the same opinion. And if you don't, it's like, we won't serve you.
Yeah.
It feels kind of like that.
Yeah, because I remember when it was, I guess it was during the pandemic, but also like the protests, which turns into riots in some places. Like Portland was wild.
It's the place like Fox News moms are like, don't go there.
Yes.
So, oh, we're scared. You might get canceled if you go to Portland.
Just for going to Portland.
That's the thing I've heard about a lot. All the people are getting worried about being canceled.
Yeah.
Like people who in their 70s and 80s.
They're worried?
Yeah. I have a couple friends whose parents are legitimate. They're worried about being canceled because they've watched so much.
How could they be canceled?
Because they're confused. They're watching Fox News like 6 hours a day. Like, oh no.
Am I about to get canceled?
You might get canceled. Yeah, you have to worry about it. Be very vigilant against cancellation.
Man, did you ever have any of that apprehension? Like when people in entertainment were talking about it, I was like, you're worried about this?
I mean, I think everyone does to some extent because it just feels like, I think maybe one was like, I don't know. It's hard to say because I think during the pandemic, there's just so little to think about that I think a lot of people got all ginned up on everything. Like the smallest things became huge because there's nothing else to think about.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, this. You get so excited about stuff. I think I probably felt some ways about certain things, but I don't know.
Do you ever think about like, I don't know if this would really affect you, but like when people like, they're worried about their old tweets and everything.
I deleted all my old tweets.
But they're still archived.
Not archived on my website.
No, but you can still find them on the internet.
I don't know if you can.
I thought you can.
I think if you delete them, unless someone has decided like, oh, we really got to get this tweet, we got to save it.
Really?
I suppose.
I think there's websites that allow you to. They just take like snapshots of websites. So if you know what you're looking for, I think you could find
like the Internet Archive. Is that what it is?
Something like that. Yeah.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
So I guess I did all that for nothing.
Yeah.
But I've definitely got some old tweets that I'm like, wow.
You know what I feel like though? So I have horrific old tweets.
Thank God. They make me feel so much better now.
Oh, the worst.
Yeah.
The worst. And it was like, some of it was just being young and stupid and thinking you're being funny.
It's also a long time ago.
And being thoughtless. And I just go like, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like the evolution of a person and also of a comedian where you go like, yeah, I used to do lazier things. You know what I mean? And like you evolve. I don't even use Twitter for jokes. Like now I just put like, I quote things, like I comment on things or I promote things. But I used to write more just like obnoxious things. And I don't know. My feeling is that if I always say that like, you're just a big job away from that. Like if I'm cast in a thing.
Well, that's why I deleted stuff because I was worried about
Sure.
potential thing coming down the pipe.
Of course, but I just go. I feel like for me now, I would just be like, instead of acting like it's not there, I'd be like, I feel like my position has to be like, look, I have said absolutely insulting and crazy offensive things, and also I've continued to. It's
Yeah, that's for sure.
it's just as like now it's just a little bit more
Nuanced,
a little bit, yeah.
or you have more people who agree with you.
Maybe.
I think it's a thing where if someone goes against how you expect them to be, that's when you get in trouble. Because like you're known for that. I'm kind of known to be kind of a punk little bitch about everything. Like I'll say something that shouldn't say or do something you shouldn't do. It's kind of Dennis the Menace type thing. That's
Yeah.
what I
You're a
like to
rascal,
do.
man.
Yeah, I'm a rascal. That's what I meant to say. I'm a rascal.
Yeah.
I'm a rascal.
Yeah. You're a rascal. I'm a knucklehead. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, there you go. I see knucklehead. That's some territory. I want to be a knucklehead. I'd rather be a rascal because knucklehead's like that's how they explain away. Like what's the guy at Penn State?
Sandusky?
Oh, Sandusky was horsing around. That was horseplay.
yeah.
Okay, that was horseplay.
I am not horsing
You're
around.
not no horseplay, but knuckleheads is what they say when cops beat someone. Like these knuckleheads.
Yeah.
But a rascal, you're like solo. Like I'm just out there on my own. I'm a rascal.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's
true.
my persona is
You're
rascal.
a little menace,
Yeah, menace. A menace turned rascal. Like Lil Bow Wow became Bow Wow. I went from menace to rascal.
Yeah.
And I think that if you're purporting to be
I feel like
different,
I'm a knucklehead and a goofball at the same time.
goofball is better than knucklehead.
Yeah.
Because goofball's like, oh, he's kind of a goofball.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? It's like he's kind of a goofball.
He's kind of I'm kind of a goofball.
He's a goofball. What do you mean? Well, he doesn't have a driver's license.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think as long as you keep on the path that you've said you're going to travel, I think you're safer than if you're like all of a sudden
a different guy, right?
Yeah.
Or trying to be a different, like if I tomorrow woke up and I'm like, no, I'm this type of guy now, and everything I did before is completely foreign to me, that's a problem because then it's like you're shedding an identity or something, But I don't feel like I've done that. So
Exactly. I think that people like Army Hammer, where you're like,
He's a
wow,
real knucklehead too,
we
huh?
didn't know this guy was into such horseplay here,
yeah.
He likes to kill horses and play with them. So I think that's the thing. Or what's the guy in the news? That piece of shit, Matt Lauer.
Yeah, dude.
God, I always hated him.
Did you always hate him?
Oh, because he's so smug.
He is very smug and pretentious.
Oh
and
my God.
You knew that he was. Sometimes you sense that somebody immediately is the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah.
Just you realize that they're well versed in all these things, and you're like, and you acknowledge. You'll be like, yeah. But when the person is like, "You're goddamn right, I am," it's so off putting, and that's how Lauer was. And then to learn that he had the button with the lock on the door, and
the guy was good looking.
Yeah,
he was tall.
Yeah,
he doesn't need the button.
He's only getting I think he was getting paid like 20 or 25 million a year, so he was struggling to get by, but he was making it work.
It's tough. Only has a few cars.
Yeah,
he's got that button though.
And they said, I think it was pre-pandemic, that he was planning some type of, I don't know who was going to employ him, but he was planning some type of comeback.
All those guys do.
Yeah.
I think all those guys. It's like they get to a place where they're just so...
Now, am I wrong? Wasn't he accused of actual assault, though?
Like straight up R word.
Yeah, R word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up, down the barrel,
R
over
word.
the desk, buzzer button, lock door pushed.
Yep.
Yeah, against the... Yep.
Yep. When you R word it like that.
Mm-hmm. Let's get R worded. I miss the version of that song, man.
Yeah.
That's something that people don't know.
They don't play that anymore, right?
You can't find it. It's almost been expunged.
They wiped the internet of it?
It's been wiped.
I don't understand how that happens.
It happens probably because of you. It's probably because of you, Tom. You did it.
Somebody sent me a thing where somebody quoted me as being the reason for R-word restrictions somewhere else. Yeah, and I was like, that's really cool legacy.
I believe that there's no good way to use the R word.
Yeah, I know.
Who said that?
I don't know.
That's a talk?
Some fucking R word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are words.
Yeah.
They're just everywhere.
You are completely retarded.
Yeah. So
That sounds like a nice foreign voice, I think.
foreign voices can get away with it more.
Totally.
Like this guy.
Oh, yeah. Who is this guy?
This is the guy from the.
I recognize that guy. It's the guy from the documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he
was cool.
Was he?
I mean, look who he's wearing. He's dressed like Star Trek.
His gear is pretty tight.
Because democracy basically means government by the people, of the people, for the people. But the people are retarded.
Yeah.
You know how he's on drugs, right?
Is he?
Oh, yeah. He was using tons of drugs.
Like opiates and stuff? Because he has like a real downer kind of.
You can see it now because they don't tell you until that's like the last thing they'd say in the documentary is how much he was like doing some good shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, oh yeah, because I haven't watched anything of him speaking since I found that out. It's so clear he's just nice and.
I didn't watch the doc.
Oh, you didn't?
Mm-mm.
It's fun.
It's like culty, right? He got it like.
Yeah, but the character, the main woman, Sheila.
Government by the retarded. For the retarded, of the retarded.
That's good,
I don't
man.
know, man. Yeah.
If only he was still alive.
Yeah. He died?
He died. He
From
dead, right?
From the drugs?
I don't know. He's definitely dead. Didn't he get killed? I don't know.
I don't know.
Somebody. He's no longer with us.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's gone. Is Sheila still around?
Is the story, though, that he basically, rolled solo and then slowly built a community? Like, is it one of those things? You know what I mean? Where, like, he had a follower or two and then people flocked to him kind of thing? Is it that kind of story?
I can't remember.
No? Okay.
I do remember that his handler, like the main woman who was behind everything, is this woman, Sheila. And she is really cool. She's, like, just nuts. She's, like, psycho, crazy, has guns, says stuff like,
Oh, yeah, he died in
tough titties.
1990.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
That's a while ago.
Tough titties.
Tough
She
titties?
used to say that, tough titties.
Oh.
Because people will come at her, like, they'd be pissed about what she's doing, and she'd be like, tough titties. Like, fuck you, tough titties, I don't care.
Okay.
This is what we're doing. She was cool.
I like ladies with an expression like that. That works.
Tough titties.
Tough titties, man.
Titties are pretty tough, too, if you think about it.
Yeah?
I mean, I think so, right?
Do you like big fakers?
Not really, no.
Yeah.
But you do.
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
I prefer naturals.
Big naturals?
They don't have to be big. That's the thing. I mean, big's fine.
Yeah.
But I've never been opposed to, like, when I guess I get bummed out when I hear somebody like, oh, this will change things. You know what I mean? Like when a woman's like, I'm going to do this because
It'll make her life better?
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, if you
Yeah.
want it, fine, obviously. But I don't know. I don't need them.
Yeah, I don't need them either. Definitely not. I think I enjoy the naturals. I enjoy the website. Just the idea of big naturals.
Big
that
naturals.
word is a great word.
Yeah. You been to that site before?
Oh, yeah. I've been to Big Naturals.
Yeah.
Is it still a site? I feel like that's a site from like 20 years ago. Big Naturals.
Is there any way you can pull that up real
Can we
quick?
pull up Big Naturals?
It's got to still be an active site.
Okay, so
Oh,
Reality
they
Kings
bought
it.
Yeah.
They probably spent $1 million for
Now,
Big
what's going on in
Naturals.
the background there? I feel like I can see something, but I'm not quite sure what it is.
Those appear to be some Big Naturals.
I think you need to pay to see the unblurred version of
You
this.
can't even hit enter?
I'd rather not.
Hit it.
All right.
Hit enter.
Let's see. Oh, wow.
Those are not
look,
Big
I guess-
Naturals.
I guess
Those are
it's
not Big
not
Naturals.
unblurred.
It's not blurred. You can totally see what they're doing there.
Those
Come
are
to
also
reality.
those are not Big Naturals. Those are just a bunch of naturals.
Yeah.
Big Naturals. God, that's one of those things where I would love to see. I thought it'd be funny if like somehow Big Naturals became a name you'd use for something like on like the lighting industry or something random you'd buy for home improvement. Like, so these are Big Naturals. Like it's like the name of like a kit for your lawn or some shit like that. Oh,
Yeah.
this is the Big Natural kit. It's like, you just might change that name. It's like, why?
Why?
Oh, never mind.
Just an old site.
Yeah, just an old site. So this is the big natural kit, and it's gonna boost your lawn up big and naturally. Big naturals.
If we could see those commercials right now,
Yeah.
if somebody would just, I would even say I would start endorsing the My Pillow guy if he started big naturals.
These are big naturals. These pillows are made of 100% natural material, and they're really big. Big naturals.
Big naturals.
Oh
I'd be like,
my
give them a shot. Buy a pillow.
And they come in pairs. You can only buy 2.
Yeah.
Check me out and find out what happened to the boats. We stuff these pillows with all the missing boats. These are big naturals.
Big naturals, y'all.
Big.
What do you see in here? That's pee, though. Oh, he even did the thing where he puts it on his face.
That's so he's a Christian too.
I'm not sure.
Because he did the
He's not Christian. That's not the sign of the.
No.
Oh my God, he's
a new
you
Catholic.
You need to work on that because you get that wrong.
Yeah.
That's gonna be your ass.
Yeah, that's gonna be your ass, and they're gonna sniff you out right quick.
Wait a second. Did you just do the sign of the cross and didn't touch your forehead?
You just touch your cheeks with cow pee? You think that's Catholic?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, get out of here.
Get out of here. Are you a secret, Jay?
What kind of truck you got? Is it a dually? You know what a dually is?
And then the dog's like, a Tesla? And they're like, ain't no Tesla pickup truck, boy.
Boy, Tesla trucks aren't available yet.
You bring your J truck from California?
That doesn't have a solid rear axle.
You know a lot about trucks, boy?
Yeah, I just got a truck.
You did?
Uh-huh.
What'd you get?
Well, this is why I know that, because I got something that people consider to not be a truck. I got a Honda Ridgeline.
A Honda Ridgeline.
I love it.
Will you pull it up?
Pull it up.
Honda Ridgeline.
2021, please. Don't be pulling up that 2020.
Okay.
They redesigned the face.
Oh, okay. I'm excited.
It's a car truck.
Wait, that's a truck.
It's a truck, yeah, but it doesn't have a solid rear axle, and it also
Doesn't have?
No, it's all-wheel drive, and it
Okay.
also has a unibody construction like a car, as opposed to a box-on body.
Okay.
So, real truck people are like, "That's not a real truck."
Oh, got you.
Because it's not bumpy as shit.
Yeah.
You drive it doesn't fucking do this every time. So, God
that looks
forbid.
great, man.
It's a great car. I love it. Honda, I'm welcome. I'm open to anything that you want to.
Honda makes great products, man.
Yeah,
I'm
Honda
a big
does.
Honda. The first car I ever drove was a Honda.
Really? Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Honda Accord?
Yeah.
Down in Florida State?
In Florida, it was a 1995 Honda Accord. Yeah.
Dude. Okay, I think I had a 99 Honda Accord.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
What color was it?
Black.
Green.
Black with gray interior.
Mine was
And the
green.
next car I drove was a Toyota Avalon.
Ooh, that's not good. That's a girlfriend car.
Well, my parents had it, and I made a left at a busy intersection, and I didn't know the rules of turning left at an intersection.
You didn't know you had to yield to the
No.
people oncoming?
I was like, oh, it's green. And then I just went, and I got fucking... The impact was so hard. It was on the rear passenger side.
Right.
The rear axle snapped in half.
Wow.
And completely destroyed that. And
Totaled.
Yeah, the bumper fell off for sure.
So that's this one.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it sucked, man. It was the day after I got my driver's license.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's fucking bad luck, man.
I know.
Dude, you got some crazy shit going on.
That sucked. And I remember I called my dad from the car.
The day after.
The day after I got my driver's license. I called my dad, and he goes, hello? And I go, I crashed. And he's like, where are you? And I tell him the intersection. And he and my mother were going to a black tie event. So he had on a tuxedo, and my mom had an evening gown on.
Ooh.
And they showed up there.
You made that's bad.
Oh, it was real bad. And then my
Damn.
sister was in the passenger seat.
At the same time.
Yeah.
She's with you.
She's with me.
Dude, you're lucky.
I know. And then the paramedics come, they're like, are you okay? And, we're like, yeah. And he goes, how about to her? He's like, are you in pain? And she's like, no. He goes, do you feel like any discomfort, or do you feel anything, off?
Right.
She was like, no. He goes, does your back or your neck feel off in any way? And she goes, I mean, I guess. And they're like, get the strap. So then they strapped her down. I was like,
Oh, they have to.
yeah, no. I was like, you're fucking fine, you liar.
You're fucking fine. Come on, you're fine.
Because they're like, oh, maybe her spine is. I'm like, no, she's fine. And then we get to the hospital, and she was fine, but I'm in the waiting room, and I'm like, obviously like head in my hand, like just so bummed out, and I'm like, oh my God. And then this sheriff, county sheriff comes in, and he's like, he was actually like compassionate. He was like, yeah, sorry, that's blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah. And then he goes, here's your ticket. And he gave me a ticket for the traffic violation.
Wait a sec. Are you Jewish?
Are you a Jew? And I was like, no, sir. He's like, oh, let me crush that one up.
Okay, you're fine. Get out of here.
You're a good kid, I can tell. Let's get back out there. Gotta watch those signs. Make sure you read the signs.
That was it?
That was it.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't drive for a while.
Until
I was like freaked out. You know? And they didn't want me to drive.
Shit, man. God
but
damn.
I probably drove like the next month or something.
Man. This was before GHB, Tom?
This was, because that would have been, the car accident was sophomore year of high school, and the GHB Tom started senior year of high school.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Didn't learn.
I missed that GDEP, you know what I mean?
Dude, I used to do that too in college.
You did?
Yeah, I think it's a Florida thing, man.
Oh, it was. For sure it was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was talking about it to people who were like, it never came to us.
You can't talk to people about that too because they think like, that's a date rape drug. It's like, I guess I'm date raping myself.
Exactly.
Then because
that's what I would say. I was like, yeah, I date rape myself. But I had scares before my overdose, Yeah. Yeah, because a couple times I blacked out, like scary blackouts where like you lose hours, and not from drinking, but just from GHB.
And people trying to wake you up or no?
One time, yes.
Okay.
One time a girlfriend was like, I was trying to wake you up.
But did she know the protocol, how you're unrousable for a period of time?
No, we didn't know that. No.
Because I had some friends who were like, chemists, and they were like, so here's the deal, if you take too much, you will not be able to wake up for 2.5 hours. That's okay. It's normal. Don't call the cops,
Yeah. No, it was, she was freaking the fuck out.
I bet, because you can't wake someone up. They're not just passed out. They're like clocked
It's like anesthesia.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And so, yeah, she was freaked out by that. And then I was like, let's get some more,
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't
good. Old Georgia homeboy.
That Georgia homeboy. What's up, man?
The juice.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet baby Jesus. Cappers.
Stuff was good, man. This episode of Your Mom's House is also brought to you by Quip. Did you know Quip makes an absolutely unbelievable mouthwash? Mouthwash, personally, is my favorite part of the oral care routine because it's just over quickly. Doesn't take that much effort, and you feel fresh, It's like that real fresh feeling. It's like, kiss me, world. Look, Quip mouthwash kills bad breath, helps prevent cavities, and leaves you feeling fresh thanks to a formula that gives your mouth everything it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their 4 times concentrate has fluoride, xylitol, and CPC, but they left out the artificial colors and stinging alcohol you'll find in a lot of other rinses. Yeah, those are no good. You want this mouthwash from Quip. And if you go to getquip.com/mom5 right now, you can get $5 off a mouthwash starter kit. That's $5 off a mouthwash starter kit, which includes a refillable dispenser and a 90-dose supply of Quip's 4 times concentrated formula at getquip.com/mom5. Spelled GETQUIP.com/mom5. Quip, the good habits company. This episode is also brought to you by Liquid IV. The hot summer months are here. We need to be proactive to keep our body fueled up and hydrated. Making hydration a priority helps us feel healthier on a day-to-day basis and fuels us to be our highest potential. 1 stick of Liquid IV in 16 ounces of water hydrates faster and more efficiently than water alone. Not only that, but the product tastes great with flavors like watermelon, strawberry, and lemon lime. Summer sounds kind of fun, doesn't it? I actually use Liquid IV every day. It's easy. They have these little pouches, these little sticks. You tear it open, you just pour it in your water, and boom, tastes better, and you are actually getting more hydrated than water alone. As the water champ, I'm telling you, full endorsement. I love Liquid IV. Grab your Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use the code MOM at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order when you get better hydration today using promo code MOM at liquidiv.com.
God, that was a long time.
How long did you do
ago.
it for?
Oh, probably a good year or so.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the kind of thing where the first time I did it, a friend of mine introduced it to me when we were doing a radio show.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, it's the greatest, because I was kind of into painkillers back then too.
Yeah.
And I was like really skeptical. And the next thing you know, I was like, oh, yes, you are right.
It's the shit.
You know me.
Yeah. The one of like, this is kind of sad, but
here you go.
I had my last GHB like stash to take to college in a water bottle.
Yeah. And
so we're driving up to North Carolina from Florida to drop me off at college.
Right.
And I'm in the car with my parents, I think, and maybe one of my sisters. And I think it's a minivan, or it's either a minivan or an SUV. I think maybe it's an SUV. And I'm in the rear. And I'm like
third row.
Yeah. I'm doing hits of it, but like on the low, like trying to be discreet. And like getting high for the drive up. Getting all, and then, my stash is going down. And then I get to college and it's I'm a freshman, and there's freshman orientation that's mandatory to go to.
I remember that shit.
And I just stayed in my dorm room and drank GHB and I skipped it.
Wow, you're cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't meet anybody, just got high in my room.
Wow. But what college was this?
A very small school called Lenorine.
So this did not last.
I graduated from there.
I thought you went to Florida State.
No, Bert went to Florida State.
Oh, I don't know why I thought that. You grew up in Florida.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man. Well, so it worked out, I guess.
I guess it worked out. Yeah.
I brought a bunch of it to Switzerland once.
You did?
Yeah. Pre 9/11. Back when you could travel with liquids.
Oh, you just put it in your bag.
Just had a bottle of water in my bag. I tell you what, those train trips, they become fun.
Yeah.
It's like 5 hours becomes about 15 minutes of a Granddaddy song. You're just like, yeah.
Yeah. That's the face I feel like when people are like, what was it like? I'm like, it was like this.
It's like, it's just, but I've tried it since. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
But I tried it maybe 10 years after the last time, and I was like, oh, I feel terrible.
Yeah.
Something about it. I think your brain changes after you do a drug enough to where it's like, hey man, you're not learning anything from this. Now we're just gonna make you feel like shit every time you take this.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like even talking about it's making my brain shut down.
It makes you it made me feel absolutely wretched.
I could never do it. I
Really?
could never do it again. You got some?
Anytime I see someone pouring liquid into a cap,
that's
just like, gee.
They don't even understand that, like,
Juice.
that's literally how you do right there.
And you do it like, you always like,
just
ooh,
like that.
second line? No, do not do a second line. This stuff's strong.
Yep, right there. And
Oh my God, I feel so weird to do that.
And then like 30 seconds later, you're like, yeah.
Oh God, college.
Yeah, I'll listen to reggae. What's up? What you got, man?
Wagwan.
Yeah, dude. That was so cool.
Yeah, that stuff is good.
Dude, drugs are fucking awesome.
I had a crazy drug experience not that long ago.
What do you mean?
Not crazy, actually. I mean, I had to get a colonoscopy.
Yeah, me too.
You got one recently?
Yeah, over the pandemic.
Me too.
Yeah.
Where'd you go? Cedars?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
What's up? How was it?
It was, I mean, I told them I was excited for the sleep. Like I was excited to be put out. I was like, I'm looking forward to this.
They gave you the propofol, right?
Yeah, but also I love that countdown where I was like, how soon? And they're like, just another minute here, man.
Another minute? They gave it to you slow?
No, like when they're setting up, they're like, can you turn on your side? And they're like just talking to me. No, they gave me like an anxiety thing.
Why'd they give that to you? Did you ask them?
I don't think so.
They give you Versed?
Don't remember.
Jesus Christ.
But then I was like,
you must have.
He was like, I think it was something like, what kind of music do you like? I was like, what kind of music do I like?
Okay.
He's out.
That's crazy they gave you something beforehand, because they usually give you something called Versed.
Uh-huh.
Did you have anxiety? Or they were just like, we're just going to be nice to Tom today?
I don't remember.
Did you
I remember
tip him?
I said I had anxiety when I went to get my, I had a lot of operations or procedures.
Oh, that's right, you did. I forgot about that.
Well, no, but before last August, I had a hernia operation and a vasectomy at the same time.
Why are they? Is that because like one hole do both?
Yeah, he was like, if you're gonna have, like, I was going to get a vasectomy, and they're like, you have a hernia, we should just knock out both.
So they go in through your asshole and fix the hernia.
Yeah. So a guy fucks you actually. It's pretty awesome, and he fixes it with his dick. He does both.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
No, I told him I was nervous, right up in like when I was waiting to go in for the procedure.
Right, and that's when they gave you the Versed or the anti-anxiety stuff.
Yes.
This is before the hernia one.
Yes.
So then why did they give it to you for the colonoscopy?
I don't remember.
Same doctor?
No.
That's weird. Did they tell you they're going to give it to you?
I don't know. You're really into this.
Well, because I got it one time when I had my bowel surgery many years ago.
That's right. I remember
They
this.
gave me, the anesthesiologist, nice, cool guy, said, I'm going to give you something called Versed. You're going to love this.
Okay.
You're not going to remember anything. And I loved it. I remembered everything.
Really?
Because I was having such a good time.
Oh.
Also because my dad was like, you're not going to remember this. And I was like, fuck you. I'm going to fucking remember this just to piss you off. So I did remember it.
You remembered the operation?
No, I remembered the lead up because they give it to you about an hour before the operation while they're setting you up and everything. Just so your body, because a lot of people get so nervous for operations that it can cause like systemic effects. Like your body's not your heart rate goes up and just things you don't want to be in condition going into surgery. So they give it to you so you chill out. And they gave it to me and I felt so fucking good. It was probably the same thing. It's probably Versed.
Okay.
Which is basically I think it's a benzo.
Okay.
And I felt so great. And I've always wanted to get it since. And I can't seem to unlock the secret phrase to
get it?
Yeah.
Do you do ketamine?
I have.
You like it?
I have.
Yeah. Christina got it last week when
really?
they were resetting her, or a couple weeks ago, I should say, when they were resetting her joint, the bone in the socket, and they're like, "We're gonna give you some ketamine." And then when I went back in the room, she was like, I had a vision quest. It was fucking awesome.
That's the real deal, man.
Yeah.
It's considered like a psychedelic drug by a lot of people.
Let's get some. Let's do some.
Okay. When are you leaving town?
Saturday.
We got time.
Okay.
Okay.
Come to my hotel.
I'm down.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll find maybe a way we can get some. I don't know how to get it. I don't have connections with anybody.
Dude,
so.
this should be the year of drugs. Let's do a bunch of drugs this year.
You mean 2021, not 2020?
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. Because 2020 was like the year of drinking alone.
Yeah.
And stuff, and like gaining weight or getting buff.
Yeah.
And now 21 is like, oh, I'm ready to die.
Yeah. Dude, yes, I'm ready to die.
Or ready to like skip off death like a stone, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like one of those like skipping stones where you get a couple brushes.
I feel like we got distracted. What was your recent drug thing?
Okay, so I had the colonoscopy, and they gave me.
How did it go?
Same as always. I've had like probably 15 of them, you know?
Oh, right, because you had issues before.
Yeah, I have them every year actually.
Okay.
So I don't care about them. They're just normal. That's the other thing. When they give you that propofol, I just wish they would give it to you slow.
Yeah.
You know, I want to like tip the doctor.
Yeah.
Just give it to me. Just give me like 15 seconds instead of 3.
Yeah.
Like 20 seconds. Like just enough to feel good, but not long enough to say something, to make a comment about his physical appearance. You know, to say something like, you would think that you wouldn't have hair like that for you, or some shit like that. Because I feel like that's a big problem.
Yeah.
So, I woke up in the recovery room.
It's the worst. You're just like saying the N-word over, and they're like, Jesus, man.
It's like, wow, you're really attractive for, wow, for an Asian guy. I wouldn't think that. And they just push it in faster.
And then you wake up and they're like, you're kind of racist, huh? And you're like, wait, how do you know?
It's like, what? So, no, actually, I just was saying what I thought I shouldn't say, and I think it made my brain say the thing I didn't.
And they're like, it's okay.
It's okay. I have insurance, right? Yes.
Yeah.
But I wake up in the recovery room, and I hate that because you're so groggy.
Yeah.
I hate being groggy like that. Man. And I'm laying on my side, my eyes are closed, and I'm just coming to, and I hear some nurses talking. I can't see them, right, because there's curtains. I hear a couple nurses talking. I hear this nurse say, just very clear as a bell, I hear her say, today is a great day to have a great day. And then she says something again. She's like, and she said, it's a great day to have a great day. And for some reason, I decided to like say something to that. So like super loud from laying down position, I go, that doesn't make any sense. Like out of the ether, I'm just yelling at these nurses. I think they replied to me. They said something to me. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to keep talking. And I screamed out, that sounds like something someone on drugs would say. I think they stopped talking to me after that.
They're just like,
yeah.
And
it wasn't until like a few weeks later that I kind of like remembered that experience.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, I was the guy on drugs.
You were the drug guy. Yeah. When I was in the hospital, the day I got injured, there was a guy in the first emergency room I went to. There's just a curtain.
Yeah.
And he would go like, and they were like, and the nurse would be like, Scott.
Scott.
She's like, Scott. He's like, I'm in pain. And she's like, we've already given you. He's like, and then, I'm not kidding, within a few seconds, you would just hear, like just ripping, snoring. And then 10 minutes would go by and he'd be like, nurse. And she's like, Scott, I'm done talking to you. And this has clearly been going on for like hours or something, you know. And he would just go into a cycle of yelling out, snoring. Yeah, and then then I saw them one time, they're like, you're pulling the wires out.
Oh my God.
You know? Like
this is a real thing. It's called anesthesia aggression.
Really?
I think I have it. I had a similar thing when I had my big surgery. When I woke up in the recovery room, I was cursing a ton. I was in a shitload of pain, like a ton of pain. And they came to give me some medicine because I woke up like that guy being like, ah!
Yeah.
And I see them injecting it into the IV, and I was convinced they were tricking me.
Oh.
And I didn't just think that. I was like, you're fucking tricking me! Like screaming fuck and shit. Like, you're fucking tricking me. I fucking know you're tricking me. You didn't give me the fucking pain meds. In the recovery room, and at one point a nurse leans over me and says, Mr. Pemberton, you're going to have to stop cursing or we're going to have to take you out of the recovery room. That's when I probably went into snore mode like that guy. Yeah. Just
Jesus, man.
Embarrassing.
Yeah. Do you think this is embarrassing? This is we all, we have we find like some of the coolest guys. And this guy we found, and I haven't seen this yet, but I know that he gives advice. This is a guy who likes to give other guys advice. This is a really interesting lane of guys who go like, I've got it figured out.
Okay.
And I don't know. Let's see what kind of advice he has.
I'm looking forward to this.
Women want a man of resource. Women want a guy with money or telltale signs that they're the kind of person who will eventually be able to acquire money. And you get better with age. You become more attractive in the eyes of women the older you get. And the more money you get.
I'm pretty sure this guy's wearing an AutoZone uniform.
It does look like that.
I'm not rich, but I do have some wealth. And I'm able to do cool things like travel the world. And I can afford to go anywhere in the world. I've been all over the world. And my stocks are growing. And around 10, 13 years, if I continue putting the money that I've been putting and in the same investments, and they'll continue performing the way they have been performing for the past 30 years, I'll be a millionaire in about 13 years.
Okay.
I've noticed that women like it, like men with money. When I went to the Philippines, they wanted me. I was harassed by literally thousands of women. I've spent years out of my 20s traveling.
Thousands.
And I was harassed to the fucking extreme in Southeast Asia. Not so much in Europe, but I did have some girls take a liking to me in Europe. And I slept with like 10, 11 girls in Europe. Also, men age like wine. Women age like milk. The older a guy gets, the more attractive he tends to be. A man can be 40 and attract a 20-year-old. I am almost 30, and my last girlfriend, she was 18.
Nice.
She was this Australian little thing. And
this
she
guy
was
has Coke voice.
attractive.
He does in his
This
mouth.
is Coke voice. This is definitely. Oh, we have to. And I wrote a screenplay, and it's so good. It's so long. It's 200 pages, and I sort of tell a guy. He said this is the best thing I've ever read. And these women, they had their tits they were taking their breasts out, and they're showing them to me every time I got off the plane. And I just had such a good time.
It's getting worse. His jaw's getting worse with this.
I can I get a piece of gum? I just had such a great. You saw these women coming in there, and they were just. What can I do to take you off the market? And I'm like, sweetheart, I am not gonna marry you and have you take all my wealth.
Hit me up in 13 years.
Hit me up when I got so much money that I could sell a printer for $1,000.
And I'm pretty sure by the time I'm 40, I'm gonna get 10 times as much pussy that I've been getting in my 20s. You'll get more pussy, more women in your 30s and 40s. I mean, whatever you think you were getting and you think it's good, even if it's not good and you're only getting like a few girls a year, you'll get 10 times as much when you're in your 40s and 30s.
I feel like this guy's I don't know if this is fair to say. I feel like he's so potentially dangerous. This is the kind of person that I mean, when I watch this, I'm like, I would stay the fuck away from this guy, man.
This is what they based that movie Nightcrawler off of.
Yeah, exactly.
Jake Gyllenhaal's performance is based on this guy.
He's like a straight Andrew Cunanan, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
could you see him talking to like a body right now?
Oh, yeah.
He's talking to someone who's like all bruised, like.
Yeah, like really young girls, like 18, 19, 20, 21, have taken an interest in me. I'm not even trying to hit them up and then trying to fuck with me. It gets better. I'm really, really looking forward to getting older, being a millionaire in my late 30s, just with my vacation house in Europe, just writing books and whatnot, getting laid, hooking up, dating many hot European girls that are like almost 20 years younger than me. It gets better.
Okay.
Where is he? He's got like stuff that looks like he works in one of those like little sheds that the county works out of when they're doing road repair.
His name is Josh.
Is it? Okay.
He, let's see, he uploads advice on dating and other topics. This is another piece of advice he gave.
If you have a crush on a girl and she has a boyfriend and you really like her, the right thing for you to do is to make her cheat on her boyfriend. Make her fall in love with you. That's the right thing to do.
Okay.
My best friend is someone that I really, really love. This guy is a byproduct of infidelity. If it wasn't for his dad harassing and stalking what would eventually become his mother, my friend wouldn't have been born. So, that means that I am pro cheating.
Wow, how'd you connect those dots? Jesus Christ. That's a weird way to go. Oh, because a life was created? Everything that happened to make that life, that was good.
Yeah. It's quite a reach, I believe.
Jesus. This guy definitely reminds me of someone else. I can't think who it is.
It's definitely...
Oh, it's a guy on TikTok. Is a super nutty guy. You probably played him up before. He's that guy who talks about like conspiracies a lot. He's got these really wide eyes. His name's like Martin something. He's always like, yeah, he's been out here. I know he has.
I'm sure we played him.
He's just super nutty.
Here's another way you could try to pick up chicks.
That's me.
Single moms, please hit me up.
Ooh.
Wow. Can we see that again?
Yeah, sure. Single moms, please hit me up.
Single moms, please hit me up.
Maybe he needs a mom.
Man, that was a real...
What was in the background there? Was it like a slide at a pool?
It looks like a playground set, yeah.
Oh, that's really bad.
Yeah.
This guy's... That's why he's there, right? He's like, hey, are you single mom?
Yeah. Do you need a guy around to hang out at the park with?
Hey, single mom, check this out.
Check this out.
Check out my teeth.
Jesus. You know we do horrible or hilarious, right?
I think so.
Okay, so I'll show you a clip. I haven't seen any of these, and we just decide whether it's hilarious or horrible.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, no. This is already bad, I can tell. Oh, no.
I think you guys should turn it off now.
This is horrible.
Just because of the agony he's in?
I think it's anytime someone's shoes fly off.
Yeah.
Because I remember learning years ago that when you're in a car accident, a lot of times your shoes fly off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, whoa, that's scary.
The impact, force, yeah.
His shoes flew off.
I thought about the panic he must feel. Because you actually don't know, like, is this going to be harmless or is this about to choke me out and kill me, you know?
Any kind of farm accident, any kind of thing. Like, I grew up in Minnesota. Anytime you see somebody without an arm, you're like, you know what happened there.
Yeah.
There's an auger.
Or those, what is that turning?
Yeah, the auger.
Is that an auger?
I think it is. Like the augers in the grain bin.
Or the thing where the thing grabs the fabric and then pulls you in.
Like a lathe. That's just, it legitimately scares me.
You remember that one?
Yeah, I remember it every time right before I go to sleep.
What is it? Is it a bad one?
It's a really bad one.
Can we see it?
I don't know if we have it. Do we have it?
Let me look for it.
You look while I do this. Okay. God, it's wild, dude. It is gonna fuck you up.
I don't know. I'm ready.
Okay. This is a different one here. Let's see.
Okay.
I don't know what this one is.
You have to choose.
Travis? Oh, okay.
I've seen this. This is great.
Is it?
Thank you, Travis.
Oh.
We're so grateful.
We're
so grateful, Travis.
Haven't seen this.
Did it hit her in the face?
Oh, okay.
I just scared her. I didn't see which way.
Thank you, Travis. We are so grateful. Oh, yeah. We're so grateful, Travis.
I couldn't tell.
That was the most
wow.
intense.
Okay, she's all right.
Anytime someone gets injured with alcohol, it's always funny.
Yes.
It's like you had that comment.
That four mimosas one. You've seen the mimosas one? That one's
I think
great.
I have. It involves. Oh yes, right.
Yeah. That one's great. This is me after 3 mimosas. And this is me after 4 mimosas.
She tries to climb something, right?
And then she gets on her friend's back. And
Yeah.
she's riding his back, and then she's like, and her teeth are all gone.
Oh yeah, that was
That
good.
was great.
But also, she got so much out of that.
Yeah.
Like she must have got a lot of. She got probably free teeth.
Yeah, she probably did.
Some dentist is like, I'll hook you up.
Yeah.
Can I say I did your work?
Can I say I did? Yeah.
Can I say I did? I'm a
'Cause I
mimosa
got
girl.
millions. She's huge, man. Oh, this is gonna be a bad break.
Oh.
I think we answered that one.
I love when people just kind of like go with it, you know? There was no fighting it because he just like, I'm going down.
She's like, I'm going down.
I'm going down. I
She
can't
had
stop
to
this.
know. I mean, there was no way. She's, well over 3 bills.
Oh, God. This is hard. I love when people just like blast through stuff as though it wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Like it didn't even exist.
I mean, it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man. Did you find that?
No, we're still looking
You're
for
looking
it.
for it? Okay. God damn, dude.
I always thought it'd be funny if, like I weigh about 150 pounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what if I looked exactly like I do now, but I weighed 300 pounds?
Yeah.
It'd be like a cool life.
A cool life?
It'd be weird because I would look the same.
You're saying that you don't look fatter at this weight?
I'm saying like through some weird property of physics,
Yeah.
you are like twice as dense as you are.
Uh-huh.
And so I would weigh 300 pounds, but I would look exactly like I look now. And so you could like fight people.
Oh, right.
And they would like punch you and just be like, ha ha. And you just take one hit and they would just go boom.
Oh, yeah. Or you could sit in chairs and break them and shit.
Break
Yeah.
chairs. You could just, I don't know, it'd be crazy.
Yeah, we found it. You sure you want to see it?
Is it a lathe?
It's going to be on that monitor.
Okay. It's a lathe, right? Is it a deck?
Yeah.
Oh, it is, huh?
Here we go.
He gets a little hurt.
Вот начинает шкуркой, блядь, вал точить.
Ёб твою мать. Господи.
Russia,
Hey,
that's all I gotta know.
You're missing it.
I'm not fucking watching
Oh,
that.
you're not?
No, I saw it. What more can
Там ничего
happen?
не хранит.
Oh, fucking A, Tom. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, my God. Oh. Oh. I didn't know it was going to escalate so fast.
He is not okay.
He just got disintegrated.
Yeah.
He got like dog meated.
He did. They have the high-res photos of the aftermath, and it's
Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ.
it's not good.
Wow.
Yeah.
You gotta not work at a place. Just don't work there.
Don't work there.
Man,
Yeah.
that's crazy. People be like that all the time, I bet. Like back like 30 years ago. Just was like every day. It's, oh, well, there we go. Bring someone new in.
We saw another one where it was in China, and in China, like they're just like
They don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck, and it was like in some type of factory, and this guy he has like the helmet on, and he goes over to this thing, and there's like pressure valve, and he just like reaches something, and he just goes.
What do you mean?
Whatever pressure is released from this thing
Oh.
just sends his head and body flying in different directions. It just poof up in the air, just disintegrates.
Do you know about Delta P?
Mm-mm.
Delta P is something we used to talk about a lot on my Twitch channel before it got taken away.
They got taken away?
Yeah, Twitch took away. Well, they didn't take it away. They've indefinitely suspended me.
You?
Because of my username, and only because of my username.
Which was?
Just my nipples.
That's it?
Yeah. I've had Just My Nipples on YouTube. Still have it on YouTube. It's my YouTube account. Have it on everything.
And you can't even reach somebody to discuss it?
I think that's the issue. Is right now I send them a letter or an email. That'd be cool if I send them a letter.
You should write a letter.
I've emailed them. I think it's not getting through to a person, and that's why they haven't overturned it. But it's been like 3 months now. I haven't been able to stream. But
we know someone there.
Oh well, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I miss it. I miss it. But we used to talk about Delta P a lot.
Tell me what's Delta P.
Delta P is this thing that happens underwater. I think it sounds something like differential pressure or something. It happens to people who are doing underwater work. Like they show this video where a saw is cutting open a pipe, and all of a sudden, all the weight of the water and all the pressure is equalized because the pipe is empty. And so all the water goes in there at such a high pressure where there's this crab that comes by. And next thing you know, the crab is just gone because it gets sucked into the pipe with such force that it just disintegrates it. It doesn't even look gross. It's just like, oh, it's gone. It just got thunk. And what happens a lot is divers die all the time because they'll be doing work and they'll uncover they're trying to work on something. Next thing you know, their body will get sucked into this hole with such incredible pressure that it's just, that's it. You're done.
Could you send Tom those videos? Because I know he'd watch that right before he goes to sleep, right?
Tom, it is the worst thing ever. It is, Delta P is
Can you Google that real quick?
Delta P. There's a whole training video, like one of those real cheesy training videos about Delta P, the biggest accident in underwater diving.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There's people who have died. Like someone dies of Delta P.
Crab.
Yeah, this is the famous video.
Okay.
The famous video.
Okay.
There's the crab. Whoosh. It just gets sucked in.
It's just gone.
It's gone because the pressure is so great it just crumples it like a tin can.
Wow. This episode is also brought to you by Hims. 66% of men start to lose their hair by age 35. Once you've noticed thinning hair, it can be too late. This is not a joke. I just had this conversation with a guy who's, 10, 15 years younger than me. And he goes, do you think I should do something? Because I'm starting to go lose hair here. And it's just it's starting to thin out. And I go, this is the difference. This is what it's like. This is like when you need to lose 10 pounds and people are like, nah, you're fine, right? You're fine. You only need to lose 10 pounds. And then you wait until people are like, oh, you need to lose 50 pounds, right? When would you rather have people tell you something? I would rather need to know or like to know that I need to lose 10. It's the same thing with your hair. You need to act as soon as it starts. And that's why you go to 4hims.com, the one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, and sexual wellness for men. It's time to write a new chapter, one in which you have hair. Today, Hims is giving you their best offer yet. If you're not happy with your results after 90 days, Hims will give you a full refund. And right now, our listeners can get their first visit absolutely free. Go to 4hims.com/mom. That's 4hims.com/mom. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider. We'll determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Remember, that's 4hims.com/mom. This episode is also brought to you by Black Rifle Coffee Company. Black Rifle Coffee Company is a veteran-owned coffee company serving premium coffee. Veteran CEO and founder Evan Hafer spent over 7 years on the ground overseas with U.S. Special Forces and as a CIA contractor. This summer, they invite you to enjoy your coffee. And by that, they don't just mean the great taste of America's coffee, but the more places you drink it, the passion and adventure and fuels it inspires, and the entertainment they serve along the way. Whether you're brewing the perfect cup of pour over before kicking ass at work or cracking a can of 300 on your next backcountry mission, BRCC is here to fuel your way wherever the summer takes you. They import their high-quality coffee beans from all over the world and roast 5 days a week at their facilities in Manchester, Tennessee and Salt Lake City, Utah. Purchase at blackriflecoffee.com/mom and use code MOM at checkout for 20% off your purchase and your first coffee club order. Fuel your summer with America's coffee, Black Rifle Coffee.
Mm-hmm. That does it to people's bodies.
Why is it called Delta P?
It's short for something like differential, linear,
okay.
some dumb crap. Some dumb bullshit. These
Some
idiots came
stupid
up with.
fucking shit that they came up with.
These stupid fucking idiots. Why don't they just call it something other than Delta P, for Christ's sake?
God damn, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Delta P is a bad one. Delta P is what, you know about that famous accident of the girl sitting on the pool filter?
No.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a bowel thing.
Wait, is this you're talking about like a prank video, right?
No, it's not a prank. This is like a little girl, not a little girl, like middle, under 18, like a young girl.
Okay.
She sat on a pool filter, and you know how pool filter sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I think it prolapsed her. It sucked out a good deal of her large intestine, and I think her life was saved through surgery. But I mean, I think about that. To me, that is there's nothing worse. Clearly, you're hearing this for the first time, and it's like cold sweat. It's cold sweat kind of shit.
This is horrible.
It's absolutely terrifyingly terrible.
This is a recent thing that happened, though? Or
No, it's happened years ago. This is why when you guys do that monthly, the thing you do where you play all the nasty videos, when I see a prolapse, I'm like, I don't need to watch this.
Yeah.
The prolapse thing to me is just that's the line between funny and terrible.
That is the heavy segment.
Oh, it's too heavy for me. It's not funny. I don't know how you guys can laugh at the prolapse.
I don't think it's funny. The prolapse stuff makes me I fucking tap out of that stuff. I mean, I can barely.
So who's into it? Because it's not Christina.
No, it's the whole idea is just to show people something super horrifying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then we usually get like a handful of people who are like, so when's the gross stuff coming? You're like, that wasn't enough? Like, that's every time we do it.
Guys who work in underwater welding.
Yeah. I mean, the craziest one was the guy, tending to his eye. You saw that one?
His eye popped out?
No, he just like performed a procedure on his own eye.
Jesus.
With like dirty fingernails and dirty wrenches, and he ripped like skin and tissue out of his eye. It was wild. Another guy pulled his toe off that he had frostbite, and he just ripped it off on that segment. I was like,
I would like to see that, actually. That sounds kind of fun.
Really?
I mean, it seems like better than a prolapse.
Prolapse is rough, man. There was a prolapse that we played that a couple doctors who had watched it said that he's like, that one guy on the left, he goes, he could be dead within like 15 minutes.
Yeah, because you can go into you have sepsis.
Yeah. Well, he also, the color, they said like the color of his insides, they're like, there's, he's losing blood, and it was pretty rough.
No thanks.
No thanks.
Yeah, mouth.
That was all Patrick's
ass.
idea. Patrick
Really?
O'Callahan in there did all that.
Ball Patty.
Patty.
A good man there.
Yep.
Oh, just working hard for the man, right?
There you go.
I was working hard. Where do you work? Do you work on one of the oil rigs, do you? Good boy.
He's a big old union rep.
Oh, it's a union rep. Oh, a good Jewish rep. You want a Jewish rep. That's what you want there.
No, you don't want that Jewish rep here, man.
Keeping the boys safe.
Oh, fuck, dude. So you're going on the road. Are you going to go on a fall tour too?
Yeah, I've putting together the dates now. I don't know yet. All I know for sure is I'm doing a weekend at Creek and Cave, and probably like something in Houston, and just do a bunch of Texas stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to do this show I was working on right before the pandemic. Strangely enough, which is all about bowel disease and stuff. It's all about like my stories.
Like a one-man show type thing?
Yeah, one-man show.
Yeah.
It's like not as like, it's like something I would do at a club kind of thing. It's more like an Edinburgh type show.
Yeah.
So I was working on that right before the pandemic, and I want to start doing that again. But I feel like to work on that, you have to do, it takes like a certain time and a certain type of show to do that kind of thing.
That's totally different.
Yeah, but I'm really into it, though. I really want to make it because
I would go to that show.
You like it.
Yeah.
I talk about shitting a lot. So
I'm there.
Yeah, shitting and farts and all that crap.
And they removed parts of your insides and...
Well, not parts. I had my entire colon removed.
Your colon removed?
The whole thing.
The whole thing's not there?
It's gone.
Yeah. No, that would be a show. Because even that story, in and out, without it being even presented in show form, is a compelling story to begin with.
Yeah, I think it is. A lot of times you forget that people don't
and your
know
age.
about it.
You know what I mean? People think of things like that happening to somebody much older. So
Yeah, it was pretty young. I think it was like 18 or 19. When
that's
it had
very
happened.
young. It's very young.
Yeah, it's pretty young. And it was, I don't know. It's a lot of things. But that's what the show's about. It's about like all the stories. I had a colostomy bag for a while. You know that, right?
You told me that, yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
How long did you have it for?
I think about 9 weeks, 10 weeks, just long enough to get used to it.
Oh, right.
Which is crazy. It's a thing where, like, when you have it, you never think you're going to be like, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
You think that at first.
You think it's terrible. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, because there's people who live with them their entire lives.
Yeah.
Like, how do they possibly do that? And once you get to the end, you're kind of like, well, this isn't, I don't choose this, but I guess I can handle this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
you get rid of it.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Oh, man.
Get rid of that bag.
And then when you have it, isn't there a point where they're like, we think you won't need it, but you're not sure?
No,
They know?
my surgery, it was a thing where it's they take your colon out completely, the first surgery. They're reattach.
Yeah, it's just
Really?
It's just rough, man.
I guess I'm so divorced of it being like, it doesn't seem like an asshole. It's more just like an organ.
Yeah.
So they take it out. Then you have a stoma, which is like the little
hole there. Yeah.
So the ending of your small intestine is attached to a hole in your abdomen. That's where your poop comes out then. And they make something in your rectum. They make you a new rectum. Not an anus, but a rectum, which is like the area that holds the poop before it comes out. They make something called the J pouch. At least in my case, that was the type of surgery. And the J pouch has to heal up before they can send poo through it again. So you have the colostomy bag for about 8 to 10 weeks while that heals up. Because the J pouch is made of the ending of your small intestine. They fold it back on itself, and that's called because it looks like a J.
Yeah.
You have that?
No, he's a J.
Nah, just I look like a J too.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
That was real sideways.
I know.
I was like,
Yeah.
what?
So then they make that pouch.
They make the pouch, the internal pouch, but it's not like a pouch. It's like made of you, if your own small intestine.
Yeah.
Then it heals up, and then they reconnect it after about 10 weeks, and you have the colostomy bag during that 10 weeks so your body can heal before they reconnect it. And they reconnect it. The second surgery is them reconnecting it. And that's crazy because then you take a poop out of your butt for the first time in 2.5 months.
And how's that?
Super scary.
Scary?
Because it's like you have this thing inside you that's been, some guy sewed it. And you worry about stitches or just anything.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I have staples actually. So some people's
And
hands.
are your bowels normal now? Totally normal?
They're definitely not normal, no. Not normal at all. But they're normal to me. Like I can function, I don't have to run to the bathroom ever unless I were to eat something crazy.
Do you eat crazy?
Once in a while for fun. Yeah. You gotta have some wings.
Day to day is pretty bland or
Not that bland. I mean, I had a Chinese chicken salad last night and I had 2 crazy long farts in the middle of the night that my wife thought was someone screaming.
Really?
She really did. She thought it was someone screaming next door.
And it was just you farting.
Yeah, because I don't fart that often because it's hard to tell the difference.
Oh.
Also because usually when I do fart, it's when I'm shitting. Because I shit more often than most people.
You do?
Yeah.
How often do you shit?
As much as at the most would be 6 times a day.
That's a lot.
But it's also not a lot because it's they're not emergency shits. That's that face you make.
No,
that's the Tom face. That's a lot.
It's a lot because I'm looking at a guy in there he's the opposite of you,
Oh, you got to fix that.
No, it's a big issue.
Yeah, how often are you shitting, Nadav?
I dig
It's not Nadav, it's
sorry.
Annie.
It's me. What's up, man?
How often are you shitting?
Once every week to every other week.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's the longest you'll go?
I mean, I did instead because there's no way I could do no nut November, so I did no shit November, and I succeeded. So 30 days.
You're fucking kidding me.
No, sir.
He's not.
No,
he
sir.
also doesn't sit on the toilet to shit.
What else is there?
He stands on it.
Stands and squats?
It's not a stand. Yeah, it's like it's like squatting, like
he stands on the
perching.
seat.
It's like perching. Yeah.
That does not matter because that is nothing compared to not shitting for a month.
Yeah. Believe me, this is all. We're all very familiar with this.
Oh, you're European. Oh, it's just a European thing.
But he goes weeks without shitting.
You have to fix that.
I like it, man.
He has.
What do you mean?
He has
I like it.
He has a real issue with shitting.
Oh, it's just like a sex thing?
No, but it's
no, not a sex thing. I just don't like it. I just don't like.
He's never shit
I
here
don't
at
like
the office
process
ever.
Yeah.
This is so deep and so wrong that it would take years of therapy.
Yes.
You'd have to extend your life to solve this problem in therapy.
We've been trying to get him to go.
Because this is like probably one of those things that maybe happened in the womb.
We really want him to shit like the rest of us, but
wow, this is incredible. I can't imagine that.
Yeah, I know. And I only recently did I learn that it's just how black guys are. They don't shit a lot.
What the fuck? It's the secret?
Yeah, Ian Edwards was just here and he was like, yeah, once every 2-3 weeks I take a shit.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Maybe I should try it. Maybe it's like having a secret.
Yeah.
You know, some actors have a secret. Gives them confidence.
Yeah.
What's your secret? I haven't shit in a month.
That's how I nailed this fucking part, man.
That's how Benedict Cumberbatch gets into character. That's how he played that dragon.
Yeah. I'm still holding on to this shit from
I
March.
Haven't shit in 5 years. Yeah, what you'll do is you haven't shit in forever.
How do you feel about your wife bringing other people into the mix, in bed?
Like, you said it like it's happened.
It's happening.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to know about it beforehand. Okay. Well, Tom.
I want to be a part of your guys' love life.
Okay. That sounds fun. Hey, you know what? I haven't seen how clean you are, but I think you look pretty clean.
I'm pretty clean. I want to hear these crazy scream farts. I just want to be there,
Yeah, the scream farts are not really sexual.
Yeah,
but
depends who you ask.
Yeah, I think for you it probably would be because it sounds like sort of like a long trumpet blast.
That sounds cool.
Like
and that's what she thought was a scream.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good impression of your long fart.
I mean, when I wake up, I'm like, please let her wake up to this. Because it only happens rarely. It usually happens when I'm laying on my stomach.
Yep.
And I've had something like Mama Chen's Chinese chicken salad from Mendocino Farm.
Yeah.
All that cabbage.
Yep.
And
the cabbage will make you fart.
Cabbage is that's a fart maker.
That's a fart accessory. Yeah.
And
Do you want to know how I make my man happy? I let him play with my mom. Yeah, I'm that kind of wife.
Okay.
This is probably similar to not shitting for a month.
Yeah.
In terms of like, this is not good.
That makes sense because I'm into it.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Can I say that again real quick?
Oh, sure you can.
Do you want to know how I make my man happy? I let him play with my mom. Yeah, I'm that kind of wife.
Yeah, I'm that kind of wife.
Yeah, I'm that kind of wife.
Yeah, I had bad things happen to me.
Here's another.
Yeah, I was attacked. Yeah, my dad was really bad. How do I make my man happy? I do what my dad did to me, but to him. How do I make my man happy? I do something that can never be undone.
I'm a victim of abuse.
How do I make my man happy? I do something that will never be able to be talked about to other people, and they'll never understand because it's wrong.
About this poor son of a bitch.
So I choose to allow my girlfriend to sleep with other men. That doesn't give you the right to call me a cuck. And this is a message for all the people out there using that hateful language. Why don't you try going a day in my shoes, where you're with someone you love very much and you want them to be able to express themselves physically and spiritually in a way that perhaps they can't do with just you. Now, personally, I would never sleep with another woman. I love my girlfriend very much, but I know that her needs require her to have the right to explore that territory. And if it means I have to sleep on the sofa a few days a week, then, so be it. Ultimately, our relationship means more to me than, my ego or my jealousy. So think about what you're saying when you use that word.
Nigel, make the fucking video now. Make it.
Make it right now?
Make the fucking video, Nigel.
Yeah, his is a little more depressing, though.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. I
Jesus.
choose. I let her. She can, if she wants to have a cock deep inside her mouth and force me to watch at breakfast, that's her idea. I love her. If she wants to let me get sprayed all over with another man's jazz and makes her happy, I'll do it. No problem. She wants me to eat cheese another man has sat on for weeks in front of her as she gives a blowjob. But this man, not it. That's right. It's much, if it makes her happy.
What a sad sack of shit this guy is.
You know what it is, though? I hate to say it. Clear glasses.
Yeah.
There's something about the clear glasses that is just...
Screams cuck.
You said it first. There's something about that just like, oh, no problem. I'll just put on this podcast for a couple hours. Don't worry.
You know that with Christine, she usually curates these TikToks.
Right.
And so she has a batch that she sent us to watch.
Yes, I was going to ask.
Yeah.
It feels like a care package.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. You never know what kind of ride we're going to go on. So let's hope it's a good one.
I heard you bitches was looking for me. Bitch, here I go.
Okay, it's a limited amount, but let's see if these are any good. Here we go.
Okay, I can't wait.
Hey, tell these people your name.
Charlie Manson.
He kind of look like him.
Oh, he does.
He does look like him.
Charlie Manson.
Yeah. That's a good TikTok.
Charlie Manson.
Good fun talk.
Wow.
Fun. All right.
We worship you. We worship you. Oh, we worship you. Stop the effeminate queer singing.
Whoa.
That's it. That's the clip.
I was waiting for him to show us how to sing.
I know. So he was mocking the singing that he was doing. I didn't realize it at first.
Oh, we worship you. We worship you. Oh, we worship you. Stop the effeminate queer singing.
Oh, we worship you. We worship you, God, Lord.
Lord God, we worship you. We'll do whatever you want. Lord God, we worship you.
Worship you, God.
God, worship.
Worship.
It's like he wants it to be God metal.
Get on board, Patrick. This is what you're getting into.
All right, noted.
Okay, duet this if you think you can eat a hot dog faster than me. Ready? Go.
Yeah, you feel sick. He feels sick for sure right now.
Oh, I thought for a second he was wearing those weird pants like above his shirt. Can I see that again?
Sure.
Okay, duet this if you think you can eat a hot dog faster than me.
Wait, what did he
Ready?
just say? That he said
Go.
something I can't understand.
Hot dog faster than
He
me.
said like, "Do you bet you think you can do?"
Yeah.
It's like it was two sentences that got mixed.
He's not a broadcaster.
Wait.
Do you think I bet you can eat hot dog faster than me?
He kind of talks like my dog.
Does he talk like your dog thinks?
My dog thinks like this. I bet I eat a hot dog faster than you. Daddy, you piece of shit. I ate a hot dog really fast.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Watch this. Ready? Towards my mouth. It's gone. Hot dog gone.
Yeah, this guy, it's interesting. He thinks like a dog. That's a great description of someone. This guy thinks like a dog, man.
Oh my God.
And he really, look, he's like, he even looks at you like a dog does after you go, you want a treat? And he's like,
oh, look what I did.
I did. I ate hot dog real fast. Hot dog fast gone.
I ate that dog. I ate the hot dog.
I ate the hot dog fast.
Hey, guess what, Bits? I had the hot dog. Hey, Bits, watch me just figure hot dog fast as hell.
As fast as you.
I fast as hell you did figure hot dog, Bits. Kiss my fucking ass, you stinking Bits. I ate this hot dog. Kiss my ass, you stupid Bits. I ate this hot dog so freaking fast. I sucked on this dog.
I love it when women wear those yoga pants.
Yeah, we all do.
Was that something where like, I have a job, I can't be seen saying this?
Why did he show us the sky for that?
I feel like maybe what happened was that he didn't want anyone to see his face.
Oh.
And then when he turned it off, he's like, oh, well, I can't see the button. Let me just flip it up this way so I can see it.
The funny thing is, that's his dirty secret. He's like, I love women in yoga pants.
Call me crazy. I like to see a woman's body.
Yeah.
One of those things I like to see is when a
It's
woman's...
just you, bro.
I'm kind of a weirdo. I won't show my face for this, but I like when you can see a woman's ass.
You know when a woman's got a great ass? I like that.
And you can see it. You can see her ass, but you can't see all the cellulite. I like that. It's like a ticket to ride.
Okay, I think I need to teach a little peace hooking here.
Okay.
What peace hooking is it's a bunch of exercises put together. We do lots of isometrics, resistance training, pushing and pulling all the time. Pushing and pulling with your arms and your legs and push. Lots of stretching, the back. Let's do the back.
Okay.
This is like the yoga for America. A lot of massaging. Massage your stomach there, massage your stomach.
Okay.
Lots of exercises, isometric, push. Always pushing and pulling.
Is there a more full of shit person?
With your legs, and you're stretching and stretch. Feel that stretch. It's a great stretching exercise. You see, I do my hand coordination stuff.
Oh, look at that.
You know,
it's like a juggler.
I open up my meridians and my chakras. I do a lot of chakra work. There's your heart chakra.
This is the kind of guy who tells someone like, actually, I do work for the government.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, I do have a thing I can't talk about, but it is special.
He also kind of generalized a whole thing without anything. I do all this shit, man. Shoulders, chest, stomach, leg. Look at the stretch. Like you're not doing anything. He just said, like, I work with the body. That's what he essentially told us.
I work with the body. I do movements.
Left and right, up and down. You know, all that stuff.
Left and right, involve a chair to it. I'll put my chair to it and step up to the chair and put my foot to the ground at the same time.
I do things with all the body, shoulders, back, stomach, hands, arms, fingers, feet, knees, all of it.
Your hair is very important.
Look at my hair. Look how nice my hair is.
If she's got a degrading kink, try this on her. Shut the fuck up. On your knees. Now.
This is right before the wedding or after? He's like, oh, I got here early? Okay, hold on. Let me just film this in my car real quick before the job interview.
Jesus. Shut the fuck. Jesus Christ.
So I'm Jewish, but I'm what's called New York Jewish, which means Jewish, but for business purposes only. So for me, like I do things like I eat bacon, love foreskin.
What the fuck?
You used to be Jewish.
I don't understand any of this J shit.
New York Jewish. She's New York Jewish. It's for business.
Love foreskin. All right.
New York Jewish.
Okay.
Is that it?
That's it. That's how a lot of these end.
Can I see it again?
Sure.
So I'm Jewish, but I'm what's called New York Jewish, which means Jewish, but for business purposes only. So for me, like I do things like I eat bacon, love foreskin.
That is like a thing. She is, talk about being full of shit. She's full of shit, that's all.
Yeah.
Also, foreskin. No one.
Who's into foreskin?
The guys who lost it.
Yeah.
The guys who are like, I'm stretching it.
Stretching it
getting
out.
it back.
Sometimes you see those people with like signs protesting, like, I want my foreskin back.
Yeah. You can't get it back, buddy.
Yeah, and they're like, it's murder. It's violence. You violently attacked me as a newborn. Okay. All right, man.
Something else happened, I think.
I think something too. I also think that you got way too much time if you're putting your energy into foreskin,
Yeah, it's like the opposite of that girl who lets her boyfriend have sex with her mom.
Mm-hmm.
That would probably solve that
can
issue.
somebody please confirm that this is really on the news right now?
Now they're offering up incentives so people get the shot. West Virginia announcing its vaccine incentives will include scholarships, cash, and other prizes, including guns.
We're going to give 5 custom hunting rifles and 5 custom hunting shotguns away.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a win.
Can they even legally do that, though?
It's West Virginia.
What I love about that guy's voice is he's got that voice where you think he's going to stop talking. He's talking so slow.
Yeah.
We're going to give away 5 hunting shotgun
custom rifles and
Like
5 custom shotguns if you get both vaccinations.
If you come down to where they are doing the vaccinations, you will be eligible to get a gun.
I wonder how many West Virginians perked up at that. They're like, hold up, man. I know this is some crazy Bill Gates Jew chip in my neck, but you mean I can get a gun? A free custom gun?
You mean there's 5 of them available for the whole state? 5 guns
for a fucking state of millions of people.
That's how you know it's like these people are. If they're getting tricked by that, it's like, wait a minute, someone already got it. You told me after you gave me the vaccine. Well, sir, you're not eligible to get the vaccine until you sign up to get the gun.
Oh my God.
Where's the gun? Where's the gun?
Oh man.
But the guy making this TikTok is probably like, I was ready for him to be like, this is bad. Vaccines are bad. That's usually what that is, right?
Yeah. That's what I thought he was doing too. He was like, "Can you believe this shit? They're trying to give us this poison, tricking us with cool guns."
This poison.
Yeah.
There's poisons. They're going to put it in you.
There's a lot of people that are like anti-vax now that I never thought were.
Yeah.
It was a whole. Used to be just like the absolute fringe psychos.
Yeah, I think it's again the pandemic, all that isolation and time allowed people to consume media they wouldn't normally consume because they'd be doing stuff like watching sports, doing literally anything. I don't know, having a job.
Yeah. Or like people also go like, well, you know, people got sick and died from the vaccine. You're like, yeah, that happens with every vaccine though. Every vaccine can lead to that. You're talking about different chemical composition in each person, and this, you know, vaccination can affect you adversely, but the percentage of the time that it happens versus it being effective, it's very
way better.
Small. Yeah,
it's way better than that.
Yeah,
but it doesn't matter, man.
Hey, man, they're trying to get us.
Look, I know I've read different stuff. You haven't read it.
Yeah,
you don't get it.
You seen this site? You ever been to this site?
Seen this site? Okay, you have to open up a special browser.
Yeah. Well, look at this, and it's just like a fucking picture. And they're like, yeah, I see it. And they're like, that's from the vaccine right there, man.
Look at that.
Look at that.
He did not have acne before.
Yeah.
That guy did not have acne. I knew him. Well, I didn't know him, but I heard about him.
He speaks French now. Really? Yeah, man.
The accent thing. That would be funny if that happened from the vaccine.
From the vaccine, the foreign accent syndrome.
Oh, God, that would be the best.
They just had
ever.
A recent big story about that.
Really?
Yeah. If you type in foreign accent syndrome, it just happened a couple weeks ago to a lady. If you hit news about it, because it was the Australian woman. Yeah, she woke up with the Irish accent.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, and she'd never been there. There she is.
Wow, I love it.
Lenny, this video is for you. I woke up this morning. I didn't do anything different. I had breakfast. I didn't really talk to my housemates because Lexi had gone to work already, and Sasha, I don't think she was up before I left. I took a shower, and I usually sing when I'm showering and listening to songs, and all of a sudden I was talking in an Irish accent, and I thought initially that was just something I was just hearing, that this can't be real, and now I can't shake it. I just did a job interview in an Irish accent when I've never been to Ireland. Can your friends tell me that my accent is from a cool part of Ireland or not? It's totally not normal, and I'm on my way to the hospital. Stuart is coming soon, and I'll keep you posted. Send help.
Okay, what we're going to do with you is we're going to give you a pound of brisket and some potatoes and send you on your way. Here's a 4-leaf clover and a bunch of Guinness. And just hole up for a couple weeks. And
Get out of here, you fucking Muppet.
That doesn't sound like a real Irish accent
It did,
either.
but it had like hints of it, you know?
Yeah, it sounds like someone who thought they had an Irish accent.
Yeah. The best was the lady, because it's just the most hilarious accent, was the lady who woke up with the Chinese accent.
That one's...
That's the best one ever.
Oof. That one's one of those things where...
How about not?
Oh, God.
What's that, dog? I have a brain trauma.
Where did she live?
It
wasn't the United States, was it?
remember.
Because the Australia thing, it feels like anything can happen in Australia.
Yeah, it does feel like that.
It just feels like there's nothing weird there. Because they're all rednecks, kind of.
Kind of.
They're kind of, even like the people in politics, they're kind of like, you guys are scrappers.
They're scrappy people.
Yeah, they're all like the people who, you know, like, oh, just bought that
They're
off.
so fun, man.
It's the best.
They're so fun. Australian people are like, I don't know. There's a good chance if someone's like that guy over there is Australian that you're gonna have a good time.
It's
like,
California meets Louisiana.
yeah, that is
It's
true.
the perfect combo.
Yeah, the beach people, and all about a party.
Yeah.
Always for a good time.
Drinking. It's like,
Mhm.
oh, that's organic though. That wasn't even Australian, but
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, it's that weird combination of like beach meets like shotguns.
Yeah, love it. I can't
Yeah.
wait to go back. I was supposed to go this year.
Are you gonna go back?
Well, yeah, we were going to tour there this year, but then
Me too. Well,
they
this
had
year. Okay, 21.
21. I was supposed to go in 21. We were going to announce it with my initial
Right.
tour dates, but they had
Another scare, right?
They had too many restrictions. We were like, well, we can't like announce this because we might not be able to do it.
Did you
based
have
on,
to stay there 2 weeks and have to quarantine for 2 weeks?
Yeah, they still when we were going to announce, so we had to push it into next year, hopefully.
Really?
Yeah.
I might be going in 22. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I hope so.
I cannot wait to get back out. It's gonna be fun.
Have you left the country yet?
No.
Dude, I can't wait to leave the country.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go fucking everywhere, dude.
I want to go to places that you're not supposed to go.
Yeah.
I wanna go-
Afghanistan.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
I don't know about that. I want to go to like Greenland.
Okay.
Just in the summer. Next summer I want to go to Greenland. And I want to go to Oman, I think would be cool.
Mhm.
Just places where they're super weird.
Yeah.
The kind of places where when you go there, they're like, "Why are you here?"
Yeah.
Like, "You're here to visit Riga?"
Yeah.
I go to Latvia.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out. I don't know the. I can't announce all the places,
Right.
but we booked a bunch that are in places I've never been to.
Are you going to go to Japan probably?
I really want to.
Have you been there before?
Never.
Oh my God.
It's currently my top place that I want to go to that I've never been to.
It's the greatest place in the world. It's like Australia is obviously the greatest. Japan is the place where I went there. Brent and I went there on a honeymoon, kind of. And you know the stereotype about Japanese tourists taking a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
It's the reason that is because when you go to Japan, it's like, oh, this is everything is so interesting. Like trash cans. Like I'm taking pictures of fucking trash cans and shit.
Because you're like, I've never seen anything like this.
I've never seen anything like this. And so I got to imagine it's got to be the same for Japanese people in America where it's so different that everything is interesting. So when I was in Japan, I'm just taking pictures of fucking the dumbest things ever because it's just, I've never seen anything like this before. It's just, it's almost exhaustingly fascinating.
Yeah.
To where you have to go back to your hotel and take a nap twice a day because you just, it's the best.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna run. Go see Johnny Pemberton. Go to johnnypemberton.dog. He's
Yep.
doing a tour that starts, if you're watching this the day it comes out, it starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
And yeah, make sure you see him on tour. You're podcasting.
Yeah, podcast live to tape.
Live to tape.
The Executive Buffet.
All right.
Many names.
Many names?
Yeah.
It releases the same day or no? Or do you release
the podcast?
Yeah.
It's inconsistent, but it will be consistent maybe by the time this comes out.
Okay, good. Good.
A lot of things are changing.
All right, well, go see him on tour.
Yeah,
thank
man.
you as always for coming by.
It's great.
And we're going to close on this song. It's Big Tits Fart by Mr. Mobius.
One, two, three, you triple D slut of a wife. How come you won't eat that scrum? Don't you like your life? Show him how those big tits fart. If you want into his heart, show him how you really care. Remembering to milk that bear. Show him how those big tits fart. I know you can be so scary. Your husband is so hot and hairy. Listen up, I'll tell you what. Put a finger, just one, in his butt. Show him how those big tits fart. If you want into his heart, show him how you really care. Remembering to milk that bear. Show him how those big tits fart.
Hi, Mommy. Thanks, Jeans. Thank you for watching this episode of Your Mom's House. And if you had a great time, watch more videos here, here, here. And don't forget to subscribe here, 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 so that you will know when a Your Mom's House video comes out immediately. Thanks, Jeans.